Welcome everybody to Misfit Monday. We are playing Curse of Strahd for our game Ravenloft Misfits. I'm Jonny, I'm the DM. I'm going to be doing all this stuff. For a list of all the cast names, socials, and pronouns, check out the chat or the episode description. We stream every Monday at 7:30 Pacific time, PM. And except for the last Monday when we do one shots of the month, or if we just take the week off, we'll let you know. But yeah, please make sure to follow us, subscribe to the channel, participate in chat, join our Discord, do all the things. Let us know that you're liking what we're doing, you know, all that. If you're listening to the podcast, rate our channel if you are so kind to do so. Leave a review, and yeah. Now we would like to thank our supporters of the campaign.
Yeah, we would. First of all, we would like to thank our main sponsor for the campaign, Roll20. If you're watching the stream and looking for a way to get together with your friends online, Roll20 is a great way to go. Go check him out at roll20.net and check out the chat or episode description for a direct link.
Yep, and we also want to thank Sirenscape for allowing us to use their awesome music app. It's been great so far, and I just love the flexibility that we can use for all of the scenes that I want to do in D&D. So check them out with the link in the chat or the episode description. But with that, we also want to say that we are raising money for the Trevor Project. It's a great organization to help youth in the LGBTQIA+ community with everything that's going on. It's a wonderful cause. 100% of the proceeds go directly towards this awesome organization. And you check out the link in the chat in the episode description, and you'll be able to go directly to the Misfits for Pride website that we are raising money. You can see in our overlay, we'll have something going on. I know that we were extremely ambitious with $1,000, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're gonna have it going for as long as it takes. So if there's any point that you decide to donate, it will always be here. And you can type !pride in the chat, and you'll be given the direct link.
Man. The weather has really good timing.
The weather?
It just started raining, so
No.
I apologize in
Audio
advance
is
if
gonna
I
be-
suddenly go away.
No worries.
And also that audio.
We will figure that out. But until then,
But I am feeling chilly though, that's good.
that's good. It's good. Don't want to overheat over there. So, with that, let's get into a recap of episode 26, the morning after. After dealing with the traumatic battle with Strahd, you all returned to Esmeralda's cottage, where you had a quiet night dealing with the events that had just transpired. The Baron knocked on the door, stating, just checking to make sure that everybody was okay after that weird storm that had just come and passed, and also dropping off 100 gold pieces, which you were all given. You woke up, and Esmeralda proposed maybe going to check out a werewolf attack to get your mind off of everything that had happened, which you decided was a good idea. So you went to this other cottage where you found wounds that seemed to have been caused by smaller claws than you had ever seen a werewolf have. And you also found paw prints that matched that of just a regular wolf. You also found a necklace made of twine hidden under the mud and the snow. And, of course, Sorsha met Little Carrot that told her that there was a smaller furry creature that was eating the crops and then attacked the guy and ran to the entrance of Kresk. You reported this information to the Baron, where you met with a male purple-skinned tiefling named Arxes that had recently lost his daughter. The Baron requested that Esmeralda investigate the disappearance and, by extension, your group, thinking that it might be connected to the werewolf attack the night before. You came into Arxes' daughter's room and found that it looked like she had most likely left her own house voluntarily, and even with a bloodstain on her bed that seemed to have been covered. Though no sort of wound or stabbing or any other evidence of any such physical altercation was here. You decided to, Arxes began filling in the blanks, connecting the dots, and finally decided to put on his plate armor when also seeming to have made an oath with some voice that had always been in his head. But as you all began walking towards Krezk's entrance, you exited to see the large forest in front of you, and that is where we will start, with each of you trying to find your way to find Arxes' daughter. So, with that in mind, what would you all like to do?
Walk.
She had to have gone this way.
Walk. Right on.
Yes.
Okay. Walking it is.
Listen,
Walking.
I have to focus on walking or these people leave me behind. Like, I have no choice.
Absolutely.
I'm short.
All right, let's...
Everyone's like, oh, I want to play a gigantic character, and I'm over here with my 3 feet nun.
Yeah. Here, let's...
It's fine.
Yeah, it's only fun when you're not trying to run away from things, and you have to run a full 5 feet less than everybody else.
That's true.
So-
I'm gonna... Oh, I was gonna say, are there any tracks, possibly? I feel like I would know what
Yeah.
Leilyn's foot looks like, so like...
Sure.
Is there
Yeah,
a-
absolutely. Go ahead and do like a survival check. And Esmeralda is also going to help you in this, just aiding whoever needs it throughout this entire
I was going to
tracking.
also have Luna doing her eye in the sky thing.
Go ahead and have Luna do a perception check while Arxes does a survival check with advantage.
Oh, with
See
advantage. We will do it one more.
You have
It's worse.
you have advantage with Luna, so 17. And then
I do?
survival, and then one more roll.
I do.
Oh, 4.
Yeah, I rolled twice. It was...
That was a
yeah.
4. Okay. Oh, it's not showing up.
We couldn't.
Just
Yeah,
like-
I was about to play the idiot.
Okay, that should work now.
I forget my own shit, dude. It's
Okay.
horrible.
Well, with a 4, you come to the edge of the forest looking for any sign of Leilyn, and it seems to be completely just like the storm that had hit and the rain and even the snow that continues to fall now after the storm of, all that rain has stopped. It's hard to see. It doesn't seem like there's any tracks that have been left. However, as you enter the forest hoping to find some sort of sign, Johans, you continue into the forest for maybe 20, 30 minutes until Luna lands on your shoulder and begins pointing towards a specific direction in the forest.
No shit. That way, and I point in the direction Luna is pointing.
Sure.
Though she kind of technically isn't small enough to land on my shoulder since she's 1 foot smaller than me.
She lands. Whoa. Whoops.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
1 sec.
That's what happens to me. I just face plant, and that's how it looks. It's just all
Darkness.
black to me. Just yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
I think we're good.
Welcome
This
back.
is going well.
This is
We are
great. Yeah, no, it's great.
professionals.
That's great. Just gonna do that. Okay, cool. So,
That way.
Come.
Jeez.
Arxes
All right, I think we're
stares
good. I
at
know
her.
we're good. All right. Technical difficulties out of the way. You begin walking into the forest towards the direction that Luna tells you. And you pass through a glade, bunch of trees, and you finally come to this rather open area, flat, a great place to camp. And in fact, one of the things that you see is a broken down tent. You find this small circle of stones placed around burnt wood just outside of this tent, and Arxes. As you finally come to this camp, looking around, you find a short sword that you immediately recognize to be Leilyn's.
This is hers. She was here. Why
Are
would
there
she
any
leave her
plants?
weapon?
There are plants everywhere, actually, so yes.
I'm good. I only have one more 3rd level spell.
All right.
Is there any like blood or recent scratch marks on the sword?
You do find some blood that had been splattered onto the short sword. It seems like there are now signs of a struggle.
I would like to look around the camp to see if I can deduce what occurred.
Okay.
With Luna
Go ahead
as
and do
herself.
investigation, and Esmeralda is actually going to help you out.
Oh, even better.
Only if you have
Oh.
the Sherlock hat and pipe.
18.
I mean,
I summon it out of nowhere whenever I
Johans would look
investigate.
good in that. An 18.
I don't even cast magic, it just appears and then disappears.
You begin looking around, and one of the first places that you look is the tent. It's broken down, and as you lift up the tarp that covers this tent, you find large slash marks on the side of it. And with an 18, you can most definitely confirm that this is a werewolf's claw marks. As you look at it, Esmeralda just looks at you and... Well, are you going to be the one to tell him, or am I?
There's a werewolf.
Well, all right. I guess that's one way to do it.
Big claws. Ran through the tent.
I'm sure she's okay, though. We will
Is there any
find
blood?
her.
You didn't mention any blood. There's no blood, right?
There is blood on the short sword. But
Oh.
as you're looking around, I mean, it's difficult to see in a wooded environment, so go ahead and do another investigation check as you're kind of looking around. Again, with advantage, because Esmeralda will help.
Oh, I
You
get
can
to re-roll that
one.
anyway, so
Yeah,
that's
a 21.
and
Damn.
then 21.
So, with the 21,
Halfling luck, baby.
you are able to find specifically on if the northern end was where the tent is, towards the southern end of the camp, there is a little bit of blood. And on the northern end, it doesn't seem to be that way.
But is it like just a trail, or is it just there's blood over there?
It seems to be like blood splatter.
Interesting.
You also found the short sword on the southern end of the camp.
Does it look like human blood, or is it like?
Well, she's tiefling,
Do a medicine
right?
check.
Oh yeah, that's true. Is it tiefling blood, or?
On,
Oh god,
like in
medicine?
the wooded area or on the short sword? Where are you talking about?
Oh no, the wooden area.
The wooden area. It's hard to tell. Yeah.
His blood.
It's blood.
Oh, there's
But in the
there's blood
previous
everywhere.
session, you were able to identify some blood. So if you wanted to confirm whether or not it's tiefling blood or not, you'd be able to do that. Because we totally
did
set that
do
up.
that. I totally remember doing that completely without your help.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
It's up to you.
Oh man, we don't have our card, do we? We didn't bring it. Fuck. Mr. Flufferbottom is not with us.
Should keep changing the name.
It's
Every time.
something with Fluffer. It isn't bottom as Flutterbottom, I think is what it was.
Flutterbottom. I love it.
I don't know. Flufferbottom?
Thumb.
Fluffer horse?
Fluffer nutter.
Yeah.
Fluffer.
I'll just gather.
Trademark.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna do it because I'm not gonna hold us for 10 minutes after we know there's been a fight. So I'll just relay the information to everybody else.
Cool.
When Arxes hears that there's blood at the edge of the camp, he runs out.
Mm-hmm.
He runs past where the blood was found, a little bit out, like about 30, 60 feet. And he activates his divine sense.
Okay. Your sense, this feeling, it's almost like second nature kicking back in. You haven't had this feeling in decades. And you feel like you're almost being pulled to do it. Like that voice is whispering again. And you just instinctually go out and you push your sense out. I think it's 30 feet away from you, or 60.
60 feet.
60 feet away from you to see any fiends, undead, and celestials. And unfortunately, there's none. Well, fortunately, unfortunately, there are none within 60 feet of you.
She's not here. We have to go. We have to go.
I'll have my bird keep an eye on the area, just to see if she spots me. And I'll have my bird keep an eye on the area to see if she finds any.
Okay. So, you continue forward, and Esmeralda at this point is saying, well, seeing that she's not here and everything that we found, I can take you towards the way that I was getting closer to the den, if you would like.
Yes, I believe that's probably where she went.
Okay. Well, follow me. And so she turns and begins making her way, and she is going to now do a survival check. I need to open up her character sheet. Okay.
Since Sorsha's not doing a whole lot right now.
No worries. Can't do everything all the time.
But I'd really like to.
Absolutely. All right, let's see. Survival. Whew.
We can't see that.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. What did we get? Oh, that's a natural 1, but with advantage, that's a 26.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
113.
So Esmeralda is a bit of a badass. Just let y'all know,
God, she's
she
hot.
can fuck you up. So it's a good thing she's on your team.
Oh, I am
For
very
now.
happy
Your
about
team.
that.
So with the 26, she's able to navigate through the forest until she gets to the point where...
Just gonna mage armor me real quick, just preemptively.
Sure. She gets to the point where she had ended, and she looks around for any sort of signs, tracks, or anything like that, and unfortunately she gets to where she ended up. Doesn't seem like there's anything, at least obviously, in front of you. So is there any way that you guys would like to approach this situation?
Arxes suggests just going straight in there.
Just going in a direction and hoping for the best?
No. Yep.
Okay.
Actually, I can do something, sir.
How about...
What can you do?
Wait,
Arxes,
I'm
hold
going-
on 1 second.
yeah, hold on. Gemstone? And I'm gonna
yes.
take her hand and look through Luna's eyes.
Okay.
And then scan the, just
Go
do
ahead and do a
general
perception check then.
area check.
Yeah.
This is with her stats, right?
With Luna's, yeah.
22.
22. Wow. Okay.
This is why the owl is the superior familiar.
Hey, you keep Y out of this.
So.
I didn't even point my finger in that direction. Why would you assume that
It was just a general direction. But
Yeah, just in a tiny...
you
Hummingbird
send out
direction.
Luna,
Mm-hmm.
and you begin to see the mountain range on the edge of this forest. You guys have been traveling at this point for quite a few hours now. About 5 hours total.
Nice.
And you finally come to the point where you see Lake Baratok, the same lake that you know Rictavio's tower was on, but miles away. You can't even see it through the mist that's there. Luna continues her perimeter until she finds this oddly shaped cave entrance. From afar, it looks like a wolf's head. You can see from her eyes a little bit of firelight flickering from within.
I know which direction it is, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're looking through her eyes, so yes.
I'm gonna have her fly back to me so she doesn't
Cool.
get too far. I'll put her back on patrol.
Sure.
Then I'll come out and say, there is a wolf cave, like a cave that looks like a wolf in that direction. It's X amount of distance away from this particular location. There was a fire there. I presume it could be either her, someone like I would know more.
A cave that looks like a wolf's head. A little bit on the nose.
Yeah, very uncreative of the gods.
Makes it easier to find, I guess.
We should have... if and when we are done with this, you and I should become, detectives together. I could use your skills and you can use mine. But that is for future.
Dun, 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 dun,
Anyways.
dun.
Well, if she's there,
So-
we should get going.
Yes, Johans, do you want to lead the way?
No, not at all.
How about this? You and I will lead the way. Or
That's
I will lead the way and you tell me where to go.
that way.
Got it.
Yeah.
Starts making your way over towards...
I'll wait
This-
a good 10 feet before I start following her.
Sure. So,
I'll power walk.
since y'all did so well on that, you arrive at,
I have to walk
This-
fast to keep up, so.
of course,
I'll
yeah. You
My
arrive
boots are
at
on fire.
the werewolf's den without any issue. Find this
There it is.
15-foot high canopy of rock cover that forms a cave mouth in the likeness of an open jaw of a wolf's head. It's held up by natural pillars of rock that some come down to create what seems to be fangs. The ceiling within rises to about the height of 20 feet, and torches on iron brackets line the walls into it. From somewhere deep within, you can hear the echoing sounds of a flute. But as far as what is within the cave, you're kind of at a decline. So the cave is up here and you're down here kind of looking into it. You're able to see the flickering torchlight, but outside of that, it's impossible to see anything else. So I will move you onto the Werewolves' Den map.
I can't see anything. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I can see
All the
it.
way down here.
Yep.
So,
Wait. 5, 10, 15. There. Let's say. I was
right.
15 feet behind her.
Of course, of course. So, as you all line outside of this werewolf's den, how would you like to approach?
Oops. Sorry, ignore that.
Ooh. Sorsha's got it. Sorsha's got it. I am going to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. Awesome. You cast Pass Without Trace on everybody in the party.
Yes.
Sweet. So anyone within 30 feet of Sorsha gets an automatic +10 to stealth checks.
Yes.
Nice.
I did something.
That you did. That you did.
I'll go invisible.
Okay. So you become invisible.
Excuse me? Did we establish that Katya could do this? I don't remember.
This is not
Yeah.
new.
Oh yeah, I knew
This happened
I remember
before you guys
It's
went
okay.
into that whatever thing.
Relatively new, but not brand new.
I remember. Sir?
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
His name is
Hi.
Arxes.
Hey, sir. Do you want to also turn invisible? Like, I can have that happen for you.
Sure. I guess. Yeah. Do it.
I need to touch you to be able to cast this spell. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yes. Just here on my arm.
All right, I'll gently cast invisibility on him, on the sir.
Okay. So, Arxes goes invisible along with Katya.
Ah, shit! I forget I can't see everyone. That's invisible. I said it.
Esmeralda just looks to each of you, unsure as to how to approach this, but waiting, making sure she doesn't do anything wrong.
Slow and steady.
We can do that. Maybe the invisible people can go and take a look at what's inside before we go inside. I don't know if that's possible.
That sounds
And
like
she
a good plan.
stands over here, like towards the entrance.
We can do that.
Does she get like a 25 plus to stealth?
Well, let's see.
Oh yeah, we should do stealth checks, right?
Well, no, just a +10. It's like whatever.
The one that I gave her, or is that?
Oh,
Well, I
we
mean,
get
with
plus
Pass
20.
Without Trace, she gets +20, so
There it is.
Fucking hell.
yeah. It's like whatever.
That's
So-
what I thought.
You all line up just outside of the entrance here, and with Sorsha's Pass Without Trace, I would like Arxes and Katya to do a straight roll for stealth because of your armor and invisibility and advantage and all that stuff. So,
Plus
Oh,
10.
don't know what.
+10, right. So 25 for Arxes and 15 for Katya. Okay. 1 second.
The 20 average.
There it is. Duh.
Here it is.
Put it to GM. So, did it not go to GM?
Nope.
Nope.
Cool. Well,
It's right there.
there's that.
Well, shit.
Why did it not go to GM? That doesn't make any sense. Here, hold on. I'm going to do another one.
It was meant to be known.
All
You
right,
have to
whatever.
take that one.
Yeah.
That's the one you take.
Oh,
That
yeah,
one.
no, I
Okay.
know. Yeah.
I am going to cast impose disadvantage on them.
Actually, I guess they aren't technically. It'd be more of their passive. Okay, so
Yeah,
actually-
that's
I
right.
changed
They
my
don't
mind.
know we're here. They wouldn't know to be
'Cause they're not-
perceptive.
they're not technically looking for you. It's their passive perception. So with the 15 or 20, 15 and 25.
There is
seems
light
like-
from the tunnel, right?
Mhm.
I see.
All right, let's see. I'm going to open up this place
Oh,
within the tunnel.
sorry. That's not what I meant to do. Oh yeah, actually, are those candles?
They are torches. A little bigger than candles. But as you enter into this cave mouth, you're able to see two lookouts. Here, it splits into left and right within the cave, and at a 5-foot high ledge, you find the two feral-looking women wearing shredded clothing and clutching spears. They seem to be, one of them seems to be looking in your direction, while the other one seems to be talking to them. It looks, from this perspective, you're able to just barely see the straight face that the one on the left, or actually on the map, the one on the right is giving as she's clutching her spear, and the other one just talking to her. One of them, the one talking, seems to be in their teen years, while the other seems to be in their mid to late 20s, and they seem to be just looking towards the cave mouth.
I'm gonna move closer.
Okay.
To about
Fireball.
there. Oh,
Okay.
there. Oh, not in the wall. There we go.
I'm gonna also move closer separately. I
Okay.
can't see what he's doing.
All right.
As they're talking, I'm gonna listen. Can I make out what they're saying?
Sure. Do a perception check.
Alrighty. What's a better one?
Nice. So with a 17, you're able to just barely overhear a little bit of talk. The one that's currently talking, the older teenager, is just talking. Oh, you should have seen it last night. It was incredible. The storm was going, and I saw a deer, and it's like the lightning was just making it just visible for me to see, and it was so cool. I ran at her, and she started running, and I was able to catch up, and I jumped, and just like basically talking about last night hunting a deer. Then you hear, and I put my claws into her, and I bit. And that's the story of how I got the deer for the rest of the den. And you just see the one on the with the spear, just flat face. Oh, that is amazing. Remember, we're here to look at the cave mouth, not to tell stories. So she's just kind of like, well, fine, okay, whatever. I guess we could just do whatever and just not talk. And she like puts her shoulder so that she's like kind of not facing her, like the cold shoulder. Just continues looking towards the entrance.
God, I know that feeling. I was that teenager a long time ago.
How high up are they from my point of view?
About 5 feet up.
Okay, so not crazy far.
Mm-mm.
See, I'm gonna work my way past them.
Okay, I would like you to do another stealth check, this time without the +10. You are
Got
currently
it.
out of range.
Oh, where's my thing? There it is.
Katya, what would you like to do at this point?
I'm just kind of sitting here. It occurs to her that she can't see the person she came in here with, so
Sure,
she's gonna hang tight for a sec,
Just
and
like,
see what happens.
Shit, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So, Arxes, you get right about here before the edge of your armor, just to the wall. With a 6 on your stealth, they immediately look towards that. What was that? I don't know. And
Do I hear the sound?
They make this whistling sound. You begin to hear that, for sure. You begin to hear the whistling, and you see the older female just says, "Go, go. I'll stay here." And so one of them, the younger one, begins running down this side, while the other one jumps down to right about here and gets into like a defensive position. She says, "Whoever you are, just know that the Alpha will come after you."
I don't say anything.
Do another stealth check as she starts coming towards you.
Got it.
Can I start moving over that way too? Like when I hear this going on.
Sure.
Otherwise it's
Go ahead and do a
survival.
perception check, Katya.
Okay.
Not very difficult because, yeah, all right, you're also able to hear exactly where Arxes is.
Okay.
And you knowing what's going on, you are able to know that Arxes is right at that corner there. And I would like you to also do a stealth check as you're walking up.
Yep. 19.
19.
Well, technically 29, right?
No, I'm out
Well,
of
no,
range.
they're out of
Oh, you're
range,
out of range. Dang it.
unfortunately, yeah.
I'm just gotta. I don't know if do I hear the sound of Sir Dad? Is this ruckus?
Do a perception check.
Okay.
Not too hard of a perception check, but
with advantage.
I mean,
Luna.
you wouldn't have heard. Okay, no, go ahead and do a perception check and I'll explain.
Okay. What a 12.
Okay, yes, you would have heard the sound, and immediately after you would have heard,
The bird sounds.
"Who are you? The Alpha will come and get you," kind of thing, and that's about it.
If possible, I want to use prestidigitation to start shutting off the fires on the torches. Or at least
Okay.
the closest one to me. Just have it go.
Okay, paying prestidigitation real quick. I just want to see one thing.
It has a range of 10. And
Not
I can
that.
turn on torches.
Oh, range of 10. It is that. I thought that it was a 30. You would have
that's
to
why
get.
I moved to where I moved, because there's a torch
Ignore
just
that.
around the corner from me
Okay,
that
so
I'm aiming to shut down.
do you have to see?
Doesn't say that I have to see.
No, it doesn't. Oh, wait, up there.
Well, that's thaumaturgy. God damn it.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at that too.
Yeah, ignore it.
No, it just says I can light up or snuff out a candle,
Okay.
torch, or small campfire.
Okay. So, you're able to... That torch is 15 feet away, so you would have to get closer into the cave in order to do so.
Can I,
I'll
like, get
also
really
post
flat
us
against
into the
the-
map so that everybody can see this.
Can I get like really close into the rock and then reach around the corner?
You're going to have to do a stealth check, but you have plus 10, so go
I'll
ahead and do
the
that.
stealth check, sure. 20.
Okay.
Oh, I have advantage. Oh no, I have 30.
Yeah.
30.
So, like the wind, you're able to... And one of the torches goes out. And you see her just kind of taking a step back. "I don't know what the fuck this is, but if you try anything, our entire... We're all going to come after you. You better back off."
I'll have Luna hoot really loudly. I'm not even gonna try to pretend how to make that sound.
That's pretty good.
Hoot.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to phase them. And you can't really see them anyways, but through the hoot, it seems like they just think that it's some fucking owl out there hooting.
That's fine.
As you all stand there, tense.
Can I on that on that same stealth roll, can I move back here behind this werewolf?
I would say that would be a separate stealth check because you're trying to pass by Arxes as well as her.
Okay.
And I feel like this is like a new round in this little tense moment, which, by the way, this other woman has run in.
It's not since they couldn't see me the first time. Maybe they wouldn't.
It's not so much as hearing as or sorry, seeing as much as it's hearing now because you're very close. 20. Okay. And we'll do one more perception check on their end. Okay.
And I'm gonna ready my action to attack if anything goes down.
Okay. She stands there and she just continues looking back, and at a moment, she looks directly into your eyes, turning around and then turning back towards where Arxes is. Arxes, as you're standing there at the corner, just holding your breath, hoping that she cannot hear you, you see from behind you, or behind this woman, an older, very old gentleman beginning to walk out. Vanka, what is happening? Asiana came out and informed me that there is something happening. And she just turns around and begins walking in your direction, Katya. I need you to do a dex save, I would say. Keeping the same stealth roll.
Okay.
But do a dex save so that she doesn't just immediately... Wow, okay. Okay. A 20. So you hear the sound and then you hear a shuffle of rocks underneath her feet as she turns and begins walking towards you. You just barely step out of the way. And she runs over towards this older gentleman and says, turns back around towards the entrance and says, I don't know, there was a light went out. I heard something like metal scraping against the rocks. I don't know what it is, but something's going on. And you just see him kind of, not in a chill way, but just in a not threatened way, seeming to just...
A nonchalant?
Nonchalant, I guess, is...
But he's back.
It's not like he's chill, but he's not like... He doesn't seem alerted by any chance. Or by any means. So he just begins looking towards where she said the sound happened. Is there anybody there? We don't mean any harm. We're just community outside of the walls of Kresk and Valakai. I hope that we can come to terms with whatever you're needing.
Insight?
Sure.
17?
There's something up.
Yeah.
He was gonna say community, and then as he was saying community, like just before, he seemed like he was gonna say something else, but then went to community. And you can tell that he's lying. And he's like,
Congress.
We don't mean any harm. We are only hoping to come to a resolution that fits each of us. And with a 17, you're able to tell that he seems sincere in that sense. Like, he doesn't seem to want to turn to violence by any means.
Mm-hmm.
But what he's hiding seems to be different from what he's saying.
Okay.
Devanka, get behind me. And Devanka just kind of stands kind of kitty corner to him with her spear out still. Begins walking forward. We do not want any harm. to come to you or our community. He begins walking past you, Katya.
Yeah, as soon as I see them, I'm like trying to get out of the way as best I
Okay.
can.
No real need to move out of the way. You did when she was walking past, and he just continues walking towards the corner where Arxes is. And begins kind of moving his hand out to try and see if there's...
As he's getting closer to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Decisions.
What are we doing?
Suplex.
I'm going to...
Actually, one second. Do another stealth check
Okay.
before we even get to there.
I was about to do something wild. So...
Oh my god.
You see him coming closer and closer until he's about 5-10 feet away, and then he takes a step back. Devanka, go with the others.
At
Listen.
this point,
Listen, I do not want any trouble. I can speak to you civilly about your family. Please. I have children here. We do not want to fight.
At this point, I cast Thaumaturgy
Okay.
to make my voice boom 3 times as loud, which I'm pretty sure drops the
It
invisibility.
will drop the invisibility.
And I rush towards him and I say, "What do you know about my family?" As my voice just booms throughout the
Okay.
space.
Okay, do an intimidation check.
He just stopped his invisibility.
I'm gonna ready my sword also.
Okay. You
I'm
see
pretty sure it's time
Ready,
to go.
readying for an attack.
you see the woman running away. Go with advantage because that was
Okay.
badass as fuck.
Whoa.
Yay!
Let's go.
Alrighty,
Cool.
let's
Nat
fucking
20.
go.
Who am
So-
I?
It's good.
You
Fuck yeah.
cast thaumaturgy and begin just walking towards him until you grab onto him, your voice booming and echoing through the cave. And he's just taken aback, not knowing that you would just show up like that, and especially not rush after him. And he like instinctually gets into an attacking position, but then listen, your family, I don't know your relation, daughter. She's here. But
Where?
I will take her to you. Please.
You will take me to her.
Do a persuasion check.
Dun, dun, dun,
Or
dun,
intimidation,
Persuade.
either one.
Oh,
Well,
I did it already.
okay.
Real.
He just, well, I guess they're both the same bonus anyways, but he just, listen, I do not want to cause any trouble, especially for you. I just want to be done with this. I will give you your daughter, and you can be on your way. Please. And if I don't come back within 5 minutes, you are free to do whatever you want.
Insight.
Okay, go for it.
Terrible at wisdom.
1 sec.
Oof.
You rolled a 6, you rolled a 7.
Ooh.
Nice.
So he seems to be genuine. He seems like he doesn't want to have any violence happen. He's going to gather your daughter and bring her back.
What's your name?
Skennis. He puts out his hand.
I don't shake it purposefully. And I just look
Understood.
at him in the eyes and I say, if she's harmed, or if you're lying to me, I will hunt down every person you care about.
You see him make a big gulp. Understood. As I said, I do not want anything bad to happen between any of us. So, please. I will meet you at the mouth of the cave, or here, if you wish.
Here.
Just be careful. I don't want any of them to come towards you. I will tell them, but please.
And let him go. Fine. But
Turns
hurry up.
around. And he begins making his way towards the left-hand side of the cave. Katya, what's happening?
Is that mind talk?
Yeah, you can
Can I-
respond.
Okay. He says, Arxes has been found, but he says they're bringing her. He says they're bringing him his daughter. So, just stay at the ready.
Okay. I'll tell the others what Katya told me about what has happened. But I'll
Okay.
mess up one or two details because it's like telephone and I didn't.
Of course.
I only half paid attention to it because I'm very nervous wreck right now.
Okay. So, a few moments pass. And finally, you see the old man walking with your daughter, who, at least at very beginning, doesn't seem to be hurt, but we are also going to welcome Frougy to the
Frougy!
table. Hello.
Welcome aboard.
Hello, hello.
So,
Oh my
Frougy,
God.
please
Hello.
describe your character to us.
Okay. I'm assuming she's not the cleanest right now. So
Yeah.
you're seeing Leilyn Ozonis. She is a tiefling. She looks similar to her father in that they have like similar faded like horns and ears that fade to red, but she is a dark teal color. Her hair is short and mostly black, but you can see like previously dyed white parts of her hair, probably due to her rebellious early teenage years. But she's currently being led by the man you guys met earlier, and she's covered in dirt, and she seems like kind of tired, but kind of on high alert. She looks like she can bite his head off like at any second. And she's like, Father? What?
And
What are you doing?
The old man has his hand on your shoulder and just says, "Go, please, just go."
She
And he
trips
just
forward
starts
a bit.
backing away. It is done, please.
As you trip, he goes to catch you, and why did you leave?
She shoves his hands off and she's like, Don't touch me.
I told you not to go here.
You didn't give me any answers. I had to look somewhere. There's something I need to tell you, but we can't talk about it here.
Please. I gave you what you wanted. Now, hold up on your end of the bargain. Your word to leave us alone.
Does she look hurt at all?
Now that she's closer, you can see that there was some sort of a tussle before. It seems like she had been knocked unconscious at some point from the wounds that she had sustained.
We'll talk about this later. I need to tell you what happened. We can't talk here. We're not safe.
Please.
Fine. And he puts his hand on your shoulder, tentatively at first because you pushed him off earlier, but he waits for your permission.
She
And
lets it this time.
you see him do something you've probably never seen him do before. His hands light up with radiant magic, and he gives you 15 hit points if you're missing any. He doesn't care if you are or not. He knows he needs to heal you.
Leilyn, you would have been at 1 hit point from being unconscious. Yeah.
Word? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately. That's the nature of the beast of... Well, I guess... No, yeah, you really wouldn't have had... You would have had a short rest, so I guess you could have healed up, but you would have to use your hit die
Not a
instead.
lot.
But
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Just falls and just goes back.
yeah, because I guess the
Just knock out again.
timeline works that, and then yeah, so you would have been able to have a short rest at least.
Okay.
It
Not a
would have been a
comfortable
long
one.
rest, no? Because it's been like a solid 6-7 hours now.
Nah,
said.
because she was unconscious, and it doesn't count as a long rest when you're
As a
unconscious.
Mhm.
Yeah. So.
How much did you start me again, Arxes?
15.
15. Gotcha.
Oh.
So I'd get like, let's say,
Whatever your short rest you
Okay.
want to do, and then also 15 on top of it.
I use one of my dice.
Sure.
Okay. Hold on.
If you want to do on the character sheet, there's like a literal hit
yeah,
dice
right.
thing on there.
Click.
Populate on the. There you go. So you get 9
9.
on top of that 15, so 24.
That did not show up for
Lord.
us, just FYI.
Ah, I got it. Don't worry.
Oh, it's to GM. Sorry, my character sheet wasn't on public.
I think I did
It's
that.
alright.
That was my bad.
Yeah, it's Johnny's fault always.
It's my
in
fault
forever.
always. Yep, I know.
Okay.
Don't I know
Okay.
it? So,
And then afterwards, he just... Okay. But you have to explain everything to me.
Can we move away from
sure.
the guy
You-
who took me out? Like,
Yeah. I
towards
mean, you're
maybe the
you're
mouth
at
of
this
the
point.
cave?
You're at this point like next to him. So like, if you decide to leave the cave, you can. He doesn't seem to give you any sort
Like-
of resistance or anything
Mhm.
like that.
Mhm. Okay. So, I'm gonna lead Arxes like a little further out to the mouth of the cave, not exactly leaving it, but like not to where we're too close into the tunnels to where they can hear us.
Mhm.
You guys are welcome to be around this also, because I feel like this is a briefing for everybody.
I'm gonna start working my way out of this cave too.
Go ahead and do one final
Yeah,
stealth
still
check as you're.
invisible.
Yep. Just like tiptoeing.
Yeah, don't want to get stuck in here. Another
20. Jeez, those freaking
Sweet.
rolls,
Nice.
bro.
Finally, I can roll
Dang.
decent on
Nice.
stealth.
Okay, so you all make it successfully out to the cave mouth. You don't see any resistance from Skenis, nor any sort of person inside of this den. Seems that you are left alone.
Okay.
Immediately as they come out, I'm just gonna move to be able to have vision, like view down the cave, just to make sure nobody does any sneaking
Okay.
of any sort towards us.
Are you trying to be stealthy while doing this? Or are you just beyond that?
Does Sorsha still have Pass Without Trace on?
Yeah.
I think it lasts for like an hour.
Oh, cool. Then yeah, I'll just
Okay.
be within earshot of everything, but also kind of like if this is a rock, I'll just be like just.
So you're just
there,
keeping lookout.
like,
Gotcha. Okay.
essentially.
Go ahead and do a perception check.
Yeah, I'll do it with advantage because I have Luna.
Nice.
Yeah. And yeah, natural 20.
Ooh,
Sweet.
bitches.
Nice.
You
Dang,
see
everyone's rolling hot today.
you see the older man coming towards the front of this platform where the lookouts were, and just kind of looks out to make sure that everybody leaves. And I assume that you all are leaving the mouth of the cave, at least this like visible area.
Yeah.
I would say not. I wouldn't be leaving the full cave, just like
Okay.
to where they can't, like my voice wouldn't echo too far into the cave
Sure.
if I were to be
Okay.
speaking.
So being in this area, you're still within eyesight but it seems like if you were to keep hushed tones, it wouldn't echo too far.
I'm going to beckon Arxes over, and apparently the whole group that is with him.
Sure.
And be like,
Yeah, and you're a little bit taken aback as you look around and you
like,
see
who the hell are these people?
exactly.
And then I'm like, I'll ask questions later, but I need to tell you, there are children in that cave. Children that aren't theirs. They've been taking kids. They mean to turn them into werewolves. They're gonna fight in this kind of gladiatorial nonsense, and we need to get them out. That man you just saw, that was Mother's uncle. I learned from this woman that she left a long time ago. Because, due to his poor management, Mother's mother, my grandmother, was murdered in a hunt. There's another woman in there, and a man, and they're being held hostage right now. They tried to fight the current Alpha's hold, and apparently the man cheated, and now they were held with me. We need to get them out. I don't know what's happening in there, but if anything, we can't let those children just stay.
You're muted?
Am I?
There you are.
We need to have a talk later about how you found out about your mother. But
If anything, Father, the only one who's going to be talking is you.
Esmeralda just starts walking away.
No.
he just sighs.
I have a question.
Sure.
In my fight to not be kidnapped before I was knocked out, I'm assuming I may have gotten a scratch or two.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
They were trying very hard not to actually scratch you. More, they were trying to
But have I scratched them?
Are they becoming a tiefling wolf? Is what I think is being asked.
I just need to know. I need
A
to know
weird
first.
tiefling.
There were some scratches back and forth.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
you definitely used your short sword to get quite a few of them hurt. But it seems like their goal wasn't to hurt you as much as to knock you unconscious and bring you back to the den.
We have the sword with the blood on it too, right?
Correct.
Yeah, you have my sword, thankfully.
You see Arxes just goes, by the way, I took great time crafting this. Do not lose it again, please.
It wasn't intentional. Anyways. And she holds out her hand and she checks under her nails. And she's like, I think this is enough. There's this thing I've been working on, Father. And I
What?
think you're gonna like it. And she hopefully uses the crimson bond to track the blood under her nails to see how far
Okay.
the person is within the cave. Whoever it is that was
Okay.
assailing her.
So, go ahead and ping that in the chat so that I can read through it. Just to
Yes,
get the
please, I'd like to read what the fuck this is.
Well done. Been waiting to use this, man. I was like, the first thing I'm gonna do is use this one.
heck yeah.
Do you wait? Oh my god, that's so
Okay.
much.
It's long.
Bond lasts for 1 hour until your concentration is broken. Use action, approximate distance and direction from you, as well as the current hit points and any conditions affecting it, as long as a target is within 10 miles of you.
Can sniff it out.
Alternatively, you can use your action to attempt to connect to the target's senses. Okay. So you are trying to figure out where they are. You
Yeah,
are able to see.
specifically.
You expect to see or feel this crimson pull towards the den. But instead, you're facing the den and you feel it back towards you. And you feel about 2 miles away.
2 miles?
2-3 miles away.
Okay.
And as you stand there for just a moment, you're able to feel it coming towards you.
Oh shit. I'm gonna take my sword out that was just given to me again.
Sure.
And I'm gonna whirl around to face, assuming the forest that's like on the other side of this cave. You guys better get ready. There's something coming.
I'll turn around and ready my sword again,
Okay.
keeping invisibility.
All right.
Arxes also pulls his sword and
We're just whipping out swords.
I also pull out my sword.
Your dagger,
And-
which is pretty much a sword.
For my size, yes.
Yeah.
I'll have my blood spear Kavan ready.
Okay. And-
But am I able to do that? But also grab multiple creatures from my bag of tricks,
It's a
since
good
we're
question.
not in a fight.
Let's see. Is it like an action?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't see why not.
Cool. I'm gonna grab all three.
Okay.
Here. have a
So
cow,
go
a
ahead and
sheep,
roll
and a horse.
3d8.
Okay.
Okay, you pull
Oh.
out a giant rat, a badger, and a dire wolf.
And a dire wolf.
Okay.
Nice. I love the
One of those
dire
things
wolves.
just isn't the same as the others. I'm just gonna
One
say.
of these things.
Yeah,
Not the others.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pull out each of these creatures.
How the fuck did you do that?
Do what? You don't have a bag just full of animals? Gosh.
No, I mean, I could if I wanted to.
I
but
mean, you can
don't.
borrow some of mine, but I kind of used all of them, so maybe next time.
Oh,
we'll
well, do you have any birds? I like
Uh,
birds.
That's I have why.
Why what?
Okay.
Leilyn's eyeing the dire wolf like, I'm not gonna ask that. I'll ask later.
I am still watching the cave's entrance, by the way. just
Sure.
for the record.
Yeah. You see that
Like I'm
the
getting ready
older-
for combat, but just standing
Yeah.
down the hall.
the older man is just standing there, like kind of looking.
I'll give him one of the sub.
And he
He
just-
can see me.
As that conversation was happening, he'll slowly start to make his way up, not in a like intimidating manner, but he'll go about halfway up and say, "We had the deal.
I did not shake on it.
I don't know what deal you're talking about. Go away.
I don't
Go
know
back in
who
your
you
cave."
are, but him." And he points over to Arxes. "We had a deal. You would leave us alone."
I will deal with you later, Uncle. And I turn
What?
back around.
And he just turns around and he leaves.
He didn't know? I thought he. Oh.
Your mother and I met under circumstances I did not know her family.
And I'm assuming her family didn't know us.
My family doesn't live here.
Right. Anyways. You can tell she's just fed up with all the secrets at this point.
Esmeralda just kind of standing there. Okay, so what are we waiting for again?
I don't know.
There's something, and it's coming fast. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
It's the thing that took me out when I made camp before coming here.
A werewolf?
I don't. It's fuzzy. I'm not sure.
Okay.
When you say it's the
I'm with you.
thing that took you out, Arxes immediately cast Shield of Faith. There we go.
Field of Shade.
Nailed it.
I love
Shield
Field
of
of Shade.
Faith.
Let's go.
On his daughter. You get a +2 to AC
Okay.
for the
Thank
next
you.
10
How
minutes.
long does that last?
For the next 10 minutes.
For
10 minutes. Okay, cool.
That thing better
Blessings.
run quick. Yeah, plus
You
2.
stay here for a few minutes.
Actually, if I'm going to talk to the new lady, I'm gonna say, can you point my owl in the direction where it's coming from?
She points with her sword, like towards where
Yeah.
she felt
You
the.
get a rough direction and about 2 to 3 miles still.
I'm gonna send
this direction.
Luna to Vulture and just kind of find the person and just start circling so we can keep
Okay.
track of how close.
Okay. Go ahead and do a perception check for Luna.
Perception check for Luna.
Are you looking through her eyes or no?
No.
Okay.
But she still gets advantage anyway, so 21.
Okay. So 21. Unsure of the result of this, she
I trust my
runs,
bird.
or not runs, flies towards that direction.
There's only one bird that is a true member of the Ravenloft Misfits, and she is reliable.
And the other one is Luna.
Burn.
Or I only see one of us putting our bird to work. Why?
I can't
Who
I can't
knows?
see through my bird's eyes.
Yeah.
It's just a bird.
She's
Unfortunate.
she's she's
a
just
bird.
Listen,
she's my battle
Johan-
buddy.
Johan
God.
has a lot of unresolved issues.
Yeah, towards my hummingbird.
Listen, it's not Johan's fault that there's just another caster with amazing skills who also happens to have a pet bird. Anybody gets self-conscious about that shit, it's fine.
God, oh shapeshifter, Christ.
So, you all stay here for quite a while, Leilyn, keeping your bond with this werewolf that had attacked you before. It seems to be swaying and coming towards, then going back. Seems like it's not on a direct course to you. It was, but it seems to be like meandering about 2 miles away.
2 miles away. Okay. I was
However,
just like,
as those few minutes go by, one second.
Still keeping an eye down the hallway, down the cave way.
You begin to see a group of people coming towards the entrance.
Hey, we've got visitors from behind. Fireball them.
You can
No.
certainly
No.
do that.
No, I'm not.
Instant
I'm not gonna do that. That's a different character that would do that.
do I recognize any of these people?
I would say, I mean, no, you didn't get to see them you only saw them very briefly when you were being brought out this way. So I mean, like, you saw that there were people right there in this cave, but as far as like familiar, it doesn't seem like any of them are.
Okay.
And they begin coming towards the entrance of this cave and stand there with Skenis at the front saying, "We will do what it takes to defend our den from you. We had a deal."
Does it look like I care?
Okay.
She's gonna step in front of
You
her
should-
father, though.
I'm going to
like-
speak into his mind as well. I'm just gonna into the other dude's mind.
Okay.
Real quick. But I'll let
Leilyn do what she was doing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Leilyn, what are you doing?
She's just gonna be like, And we're not attacking, are we? There's something
To-
on the way to me, and I'd like to know what it is before we leave.
I can tell you right now what it is. That is our alpha
is-
coming. And if he sees you here, that will not be good. For you or any of us. So please, again, I ask, leave us.
From what I gathered, is that your alpha isn't doing the best job he possibly could in your little clan.
See one of the women that you had seen before as the scouts just kind of steps forward and says, "And who are you to say that? You're not even one of us." You see Skennis just put his hand up, and she pushes through and says, "No! Who the hell are you to say anything about our den and who we are and what our alpha is doing?
Well, I don't really
Skennis,
trust
you
your
are
judgment.
weak. Why don't we just take care of them right now?"
As she says that, I'm going to start prepping one of my cantrips. Just to like we're not as weak as we seem kind of show of force.
As you do that, you see her hand beginning to grow claws.
Oh my god.
You see the hair that's on her begins to stand up.
I don't think this needs to end in a fight.
Then what is this going to end with? You leaving?
That is up to you, not to us.
Then leave.
Elaine's gonna interject and be like, I wish to speak to Franz.
You see Skennis. Devanka, the woman talking, looks over to Skennis. Why? What purpose do you need to speak to him for?
Same purpose I need to speak to you for. But your little puppy keeps trying to nip my ankles.
I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh,
During that conversation, though, I want the dire wolf to go in between.
I'll do it again. Sorry.
In between Arxes and I.
I rolled a 7.
I'm just gonna pet him. Very kind of try me.
Okay.
I'm trying to fix my initiative, but I can't because everybody's adding theirs. There we go.
16. Oh, I need to select my token. I keep forgetting. I can't select my token.
Okay.
Oh.
No. Oh wait,
you
I'm on
should
pan
be able
view.
to.
I'm a dummy. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Initiative.
There's that. There's that. Hey.
That's a lot of werewolves.
Tis
a
indeed.
lot of werewolves.
Man, it kind of sucks for them though. They're kind of just grouped up by the door.
Perfect
just
for
within
a
fireball range.
Oh no.
There are children in that cave. I would advise you don't do that.
Yeah, I did wanted to ask what these people look like because we
All
didn't
of
get
them-
a lot of description.
Sure. All of them seem to be in ragged-ish clothing, seeming to be similar to clothing that you had seen in Valakai, similar clothing to those in Kresk. It seems like this is a community of people from those towns. However, seems that they are instead here for whatever reason.
But what I mean is, are there any children? Anyone who stands out as
Currently not in front of you, no. So,
because
of course.
for the kids.
Of course. Okay, let's see. Katya got a 7. I have repeats for a lot of these. I don't know why. Oh, because of last battle. Of course, you got an 11. Okay. Okay.
Really? I thought I had rolled really well with a 17, but literally everybody but what, 2 people rolled lower than me? 3 people?
I think we rolled the same. If you got 17.
Oh, what's your
Right.
dex?
And I'm going to roll for
Oh yeah, you're right.
Esmeralda.
Mine's 16.
I'm checking.
You know which one I
14.
didn't
Okay.
set up?
So I technically go
Didn't
first.
set this up. That's okay. We're
Jonny,
gonna... Yes.
I technically go first because I am faster than Leilyn.
I
Okay.
got a natural
Ah.
20 on initiative.
Sorry.
So
It's so loud.
loud.
Oh,
That's my bad.
scared me.
Sorry,
Dude, I
viewers
have-
and everybody. That was
I have Sirenscape like really low too. That was fucking.
so loud.
What the fuck?
That's my bad. All right. Oh, I don't want
Was that-
those.
We just
Turn
gotta
it-
sneak
turn
peek
it
at
down.
Squall's music.
Yeah, right?
yeah.
That's what plays. There's that really loud first note over and over again for this round.
Okay.
Oh god.
So, Johans is up first, I guess? What?
No. I said between me and Leilyn.
Oh, gotcha.
I go
Because
first, and I
you're a
have the
fast
highest
boy.
stats.
Yeah. All right. Well,
this is
Arxes,
debatable.
you see this woman that is quickly changing. Her muscles are growing. Her hair is standing up, and more is growing on all of pieces of her body. You can see underneath her raggedy clothes that even that is growing hair and growing in size. Her face begins to change into a snout. You can see that she is changing into a werewolf right in front of you, but has yet to do so.
Oh, Luna's
because it
not
is
here,
your
by the
turn.
way.
Which
Oh, right.
one is she?
She's this one over here. Yeah.
All right, cool beans. I'm going to bonus action Misty Step. 30 feet.
Slash her
Okay.
throat.
And then I'm going to run the rest of the way, which I believe I can get there. Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to great sword and I'm gonna pop a smite on there too
Of course.
if it hits.
Top smite.
11 hit. Is that
Hold
is
on.
that hit?
Trying to change the volume on. Okay. 11. 11 does hit.
Nice. So that's 10 points of slashing damage, and I'm
Okay.
also gonna roll. We're gonna roll an extra 3d8 because I'm dropping the level 2 smite because she threatened my daughter.
Fuck
Another
yeah.
18 points of
18
damage.
points of radiant damage. Damn. Okay.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
You carve the great
Big
sword
Papa.
directly down her chest, and the clothes begin falling off as you see her chest changing into this werewolf, and that giant slash begins to pour blood out in front of her.
Never threaten my daughter again. And then I turn and use my extra attack on
Okay.
on Uncle here.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
26 to hit.
26 definitely hits, dealing
And
that
we're-
6 slashing.
Yep. And we're gonna drop just for funsies, we're gonna drop a first level smite for an extra
Okay.
6 damage.
So another 6 radiant damage to this guy.
Jesus Christ.
Just
Paladins.
slashing into both of them.
Insane.
Both of them are taken aback by just the strength behind the sword. You're feeling good. This is power that you haven't felt in decades, and it is good.
Vengeance will be mine.
And with that,
That's my turn.
the werewolves' turns. So, let's see. Well, they are all going to change into their werewolven forms.
That's like an action, right?
Correct.
Nice.
All right, I am going to have to do this. There. Hold on. Yeah.
That's a lot of attacks right there.
Oh no. We're gonna get
Okay.
hit real hard.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah. Look at that. The tokens are turning into werewolf tokens.
Oh,
That they
whoa.
are.
Spooky.
That's great.
Y'all started a fight.
I like to think
No,
in
we
my
did
theater, the
not.
mind, the human runs
thinking
off,
like
and then a
West
werewolf
Side
runs in.
I was thinking like a West Side Story type of fight, not like an actual fight.
Yeah.
Everybody in the
kinda
snow.
want a
Werewolf snap
boogie.
Fingers. I
Yeah.
didn't mean to open
Dance battle.
that. Just
Yeah.
start.
All right. And they are going to begin surrounding Arxes.
Oh, thank
Actually.
God.
Do I
You
have enough
see that
spells
he's
prepared?
kind of...
Okay.
Leilyn, for the first time you've seen your father kind of riled up, and he is,
Oh,
you've never
Jonny,
seen the side of him. He's kind of
Oh.
bloodthirsty.
We need to move.
map.
Yeah. Here we go. Battle map. Cool. Okay.
So that is.
And finally that one. Okay. That's that. And yeah, let's
Ignore that,
move
everybody.
everything
It's
over
fine.
here. Yeah, I mean, what are you doing that for? Who knows?
Sorry, that was an accident. Totally not me measuring shit.
Of course not.
I'm just gonna
Alright, that
measure
should be
something
good.
real quick. Shit, I need to move.
There we go.
Oh
Cool.
man, they're cluttered. That's
Okay. So that is that. Devanka's turn, who is also going to change into her werewolven form.
Oh, the teenage werewolf wasn't there, right?
She is right here.
Ah, shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess when you said kids, I guess that technically constitutes. I was thinking young kids
counted
for whatever
for-
reason. Yeah, that's my bad. I will put a red
alright.
dot on this one so that y'all know that that is that Devanka, the one that was coming towards you. And she is going to just.
Once I'm done with you, I'm going to attack your daughter and change her into one of us.
And that is
You
her
can
turn.
try.
Leilyn, you are up.
No, it's actually my turn.
Oh, right, of course. Johans, you are up.
Important.
Joel's like, oh, fast.
Fireball.
Fireball. All right.
So here's the radius. I think that hits everybody.
Yeah.
Do
Including
it.
my dad.
Do it.
No, because I'm a big brain, big boy, right? Because
Big brain, big
I
boy.
I have something, because I'm an evocation wizard. I'm telling you, Frougy, because you're new. I can sculpt spells. I can make safe spaces within my spells.
I just imagine this is
that's
something
neat.
that Johans is actually saying as he's like, I could do
She's
this
like,
thing where I can
You're going
sculpt
to hit my
spells.
dad.
Don't worry about your dad.
Don't worry, your
This
father is
is-
safe.
This is very important that you
Okay.
understand what I'm about to do, Jonny.
Okay.
I am not going to hurt the old man or the teenager
Okay.
or the Sir Dad,
The Mr. Dad.
Okay.
Mr. Dad.
Yeah.
So those are I can
Those
save
three.
up to one person plus the level spell. It's a 4th level spell. Those 3 are gonna get
'Kay.
safe protected.
Sounds good.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay,
so
cool.
with
This
that,
is why I
don't need
cast
that.
invisibility on 2nd level. Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to do a total of holy shit, that is good damage.
Ooh, nice.
So those 3 don't have to do a save. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, I'm going to go in
New
clockwise.
form. Oh, clockwise.
Yeah. So let me condense this so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. There it goes. Okay, cool.
This is why I specifically only cast invisibility at 1st level to make 2 people invisible.
Okay, so that is a fail.
Haha, yeah, it is.
That is a fail.
Yeah,
oh
it
my
is.
god.
That is a pass.
That is a success. Yeah.
Okay.
DC 15.
Okay, I'm gonna mark it by doing that.
Okay.
That is a fail.
Fail.
Pass.
Obviously, yeah.
Fail.
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 Mm-hmm.
Fail.
Nice.
Wow. Wow.
So
Nice.
the ones who fail take 32 cold damage
Correct.
because it's Snowball and in Johan's. And the ones who succeed take half damage, I believe. So 16.
Okay.
Except those other 3 people. And as soon as I cast it, I'm gonna just talk to Layla, or just shout at Layla, "It's okay, your dad's fine."
She's like horrified.
Because there's literally just a giant ball
16.
of snow that just
Yeah.
outwards from the center. And I'm just like, it's okay, he's safe. I'm good at what I do.
Okay, Leilyn, you are up
Okay.
as
I'm
I
going
do this
to
math.
run up
Okay,
a bit
now delete all of them.
Oh,
closer.
also, before I get to that, because I forgot about this part, you, Arxes, you see this giant blast of cold energy explode around you. You instinctually put your hands up to guard yourself, but you see this icy sort of shimmer around you for this little bubble of safety. You also see, just next to you, Skennis having that, and the one past, the teenager that had still not yet turned into a wolf. Actually, I didn't roll initiative for them, so that is an 18. They would have turned into a werewolf by now, and that would have been their turn, so that's that. You see that they are both protected as well.
Oh,
However,
if they turn into a werewolf, I would have, instead of talking to Leilyn, I would have shouted out something along the lines of "Don't hurt the kid," essentially.
sure, yeah,
And just anyway.
no
that's
worries.
That thing of my turn.
Okay, and then you also see Arxes just next to you, the one that you had first attacked, getting obliterated by this cold air and falling directly into the stone wall behind, and you can see that her body is frozen and parts of her body begin to crack.
Oh my god.
But
I'll talk,
she is
no bite.
I told them not to fight.
Boo! All right. So that being that, Leilyn, you are up.
Okay.
Can we fire him now?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
run a little bit closer. I think I can walk like this much, I believe.
Every
Also-
square is 5 feet, right?
Yeah, and whenever you have your character like token moved, like if you move it from here, you can right click when you're highlighting it, and then you can move it like that is 30 feet.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna move to like not that close, maybe
not
like
that
right
close.
here.
Sure. Oh wait, sorry, I moved it. Where'd you move? Sorry, I moved it again.
Right there,
Okay, cool.
right there, right there. Okay, and then I'm going to want to flavor my magic.
Okay.
No, you can't do that. That's only my thing. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna hold out my hands like this, and I'm gonna
Okay.
like make a reflective like blood screen that looks somewhat like a mirror, and I'm gonna
Okay.
cast Sanctuary on my father.
Okay.
Just in
Alright.
case.
Are you blood flavoring your spells?
And you
Yes.
bring this
Spell
mirror.
as fuck.
You begin to see this mirror as you cast this
Her
mirror in
eyes are
front of
glowing
you.
red, and she's
The
like
mirror itself
holding out her
shatters,
hands.
and then all of that form out and then clasps onto Arxes' body. You begin to see this red shimmer around him that seems to be protecting him in some way.
Yeah. And then
So-
I'm just gonna ready in action with my sword.
Sweet. Is Sanctuary a
That's it.
bonus action?
It's a bonus action, yep.
Oh shit, cool. Okay, awesome. So, that is that.
I think so. I hope so. Wait, let me just put it in the chat really quick. There we go. It's a
Yeah,
bonus
bonus action. You're good. Cool. All right. So with that, you see it's Skennis' turn, and seeing this bubble that surrounds him, he, no, it could have been different. Oh, you just had to leave. And he begins turning into his werewolf form. This time, his werewolf seems to be giant compared to everyone around him. He is a huge fucking form. You can see the hair on him that used to be what seemed to be black is now grayed. And he stands at a very tall 8 feet in the air, just towering above you, Arxes. And in this werewolven form, he just says,
It could have been different.
Oops.
You just had to leave.
but with that, that is his turn.
Diesel metal.
Now, Sorsha, what's your dex? Sorsha?
16.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know if you were looking or if you didn't hear me. I never know when we're online because it's like.
Sorsha's like,
we good?
uh-oh.
Just frozen.
Oh, we're still playing? Oh, shit.
Yeah, right. 16.
They were just ordering some stuff out of Lowe's.
Got it. Okay, you're good. It's your turn. You're up.
Okay.
Okay.
Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Did you add the animals to initiative, by the way?
Oh, I imagine that they're probably
that
just
just
going with Sorsha.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I don't fucking know.
So I'm gonna go up here.
Esmeralda also went. Okay, cool.
Goes next to Leilyn.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Heroism
Okay.
Oh?
on her.
Okay.
I tried to. Okay, there.
Awesome. You gain temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability, which I think is +3 or 4.
3.
Temporary hit points to my
3
spells.
+3. Okay, so you get temporary hit points at the start of your turn, of each of your
Okay.
turns, and I think immediately right now as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
At the
you get
at the
3
start of your turn.
temporaries every time. Yeah, so her next one,
Okay,
she
cool.
will.
Cool.
And then.
And then.
Okay.
I'll murder them all.
Fireball.
And then I'll have the rat. I don't know. I don't have any of the cards for it, do I?
Oh, right.
Why does he have to be a rat?
I will.
That's what I rolled.
True.
Dare you?
I know. Oh, I got it.
Here.
Okay. So
You should be able to move it now.
Is as big as me, by the way.
So he's a rat. How can he only just do 20 feet?
I'm a halfling. I can only do 25. What's your point?
Okay, yeah, you have the badger. You're able to control the badger, and I think you'll be able to move the direwolf as well.
Okay.
I think you should.
Man, that area
If
over
you
there is getting real
hold
crowded.
Alt and then double click on the token, it'll open up their character sheet, so you wouldn't have to go and look for it. Except
Okay.
for the direwolf because it's not ready just yet, but it is now ready, so you can do that.
Okay. All right. We're just gonna be moving things real quick. Please.
Sure.
hold.
Can you mark
Please hold.
which one's the old guy, by the way?
Sure.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I will do.
I would be keeping track of this.
Orange.
Noise. And then the blue ones
and then the blue are done.
Oh, those are
That
the
was
ones
just
that
to
failed,
keep track of who. Yeah,
or
passed.
succeeded.
Yeah.
Cool. The fuck is that?
Red is the teenager. Orange is Skenis.
This is.
And that is that.
yeah.
That's the
I
other
was
one
about
that
to- yeah.
that got icicled.
That's the one that started the fight, right?
Yep.
The
Hot-headed one. Yeah.
Awesome. Nothing says I'm the best, like dying turn 1.
Yeah. Right. Didn't even get to do anything. Just
First
changed
round.
into a werewolf, and that was that. She was
thought her
hot-headed. I mean,
werewolf-
like, stupid, but
she thought
what it
her
is.
werewolf
Teenagers
form was
tend to
equal
be.
my,
that one was the
Just-
mid-20s one. The teenager is all the way in the back over
Oh,
here.
I see. I forgot
Yeah.
mid-21's dead.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I wouldn't. Johans would not inflict damage. on
They weren't
The
part of the
giant.
elite team. Which,
Yeah.
That's why they were guarding the mouth
Oh,
of the
yeah.
cave. Okay, I can't open up the dire wolf, but I'm gonna assume he's
Okay.
a fast bastard.
Yes.
He does
Here. Let's see. What CR is direwolf? Should be. I think
be
you should be
1.5
able
or
to.
half?
It's 1. Ah. Okay. Well.
whichever
for whatever reason, you're not able to. Okay. Anyways.
I can only go up 2 for my wild shape. I can only go up to that.
How about now? Can you see it?
Got it.
Cool.
Oh,
Werewolf
yeah, why
opened
did
up
they
for
give
me.
shit to me?
Cool. Okay, it should be fine. Just click on
Okay.
create NPC if it pops up.
Cool.
Cool. There we go. And I'm gonna close that so that y'all don't have to look at that.
Thank you.
Okay, he gonna bite.
Don't bite.
He
Okay,
gonna,
which one are you gonna
bite
want to go for?
That one.
The middle one?
Yep.
Cool. Let's see it.
That's cool because I fucking closed it.
Dope.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
If you click on the
I got
if
it.
you click on the token at the top left, you should have bite, keen hearing, pack tactics,
It
which you
went
have
away.
Pack tactics. If you click on the token and highlight it at the top left, should have the things, and you can just easy click it.
He's
in
going
purple.
bite.
He also gets pack tactics because
can be
Arxes is
real
on the other
heavy
side,
covered.
so you get advantage if you would like to see if you can get that nat 20.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Okay.
Do it.
Nope.
Oh,
MP.
Okay. So with the 23, you see the direwolf running up and then jumping and biting into this werewolf, but you see as the werewolf or as the direwolf bites away, the wound that would have been left there seems to have closed, seeming
What?
that they are immune to that sort of damage.
Okay. Dope. They also need to succeed in a DC
Sure.
saving throw.
They do
strength
have to do
saving throw.
that. All right. Let's do a strength check, which is a 13, which passes just barely.
All right, let's go fuck myself. Okay, sounds good.
You have your giant rat, and you have your badger as well. If you would like to do anything with them.
They moved. That is as
Cool.
far as
Right
they
on.
could have
Sounds
gone.
good. So it is now another werewolf's turn, one that is unseen. You begin to hear this snarling and then a howl that comes down from the right-hand side of the cave as this white-haired werewolf begins just barreling towards the commotion that's happening here. But that is all they can do, and it is Esmeralda's turn. So Esmeralda is going to... She's going to run this way. And as she does, she is going to bring one of her crossbows to flame as she takes her right. Actually, sorry, not flame. You see her crossbow turn icy and beginning to have mist coming off of it. It's not Irina. She takes 5 slashing damage from that.
She is so attractive.
And she shoots both of her crossbow bolts towards this one at the edge here. I believe she needs to get a little closer though. Let's see. That is a range of 30. Okay, no, she's good. Okay. So. Uh-oh. Roll 20 froze. Come on. I've opened so many character sheets that my browser is just like, what are you doing? Okay, so this is the first one with ice damage. That is a 21 to hit, which hits. And the second one is a natural 20, which also definitely hits. That is going to be a total of... That's a d6, which bumps up to 1. So that's 16. It is magical, so... That... 16 and... Yeah, that one is dead. That one goes down. Okay.
Nice.
And then for finishing up her movement, she makes her way just to here so that she is out of range from any ranged attacks. That is her turn. Katya, you are up.
Okay. I'm going to briskly and invisibly walk over here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna attack the old man.
Okay. God damn it. Right there. See it.
With my silver longsword. That's an advantage, right?
+2 for the... Oh, wait, you're trying to
For
get...
invisibility?
Oh, for invisibility, right, duh. Yes, that is advantage.
Okay. Cool.
So 18, dealing that extra... Okay, so 8 damage total. Thankfully, you have a silver short sword here. And that seems to do... Or silver long sword, I mean. It's also going to be one-handed because you have your shield.
Did I hit? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
It's
you're
okay.
good.
It's not
You
about
might
the
even get
size
more,
of
honestly.
the sword. It's about how you stab with it.
I did not.
That's a D8.
Let me try one more time. I did not.
How did you get... All right, whatever. You got a 2 on the D10,
Oh, man. I don't know.
a 1, and then a 1. So bad.
It's
Okay.
the karma for rolling good earlier.
Honestly.
All right, so he gets
That's what
a
happens.
total of 1 damage added back to his health.
And then I'm going to pop my rune.
My hip.
Okay.
Get
Let's
this
see the
one.
rune.
So he will take
Shackles.
2d6
Cool.
radiant damage. Yeah.
Okay, 2d6
And
radiant
do a
damage.
Strength save.
Strength save to see if he is shackled. Damn, 9 damage off the bat. Let's go. Okay. Let's go with the strength. Add an additional 1 to that. That's 15.
That passes.
Okay. I'm using the straight werewolf, but he's a little stronger. So 15 passes. So you bring fiery shackles onto him, and he just looks at you as you appear, breaking them off. You see them dissipate with shiny, radiant energy. That is your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Arxes, top of the round.
All right. I'm trying to remember how many channel divinities I have.
I believe it's just 1 for paladins. And I think clerics get additional uses,
Ooh.
but I'm pretty sure paladins only get 1 per long rest.
Got it. In that case, I'm going to take my greatsword and
Okay.
shove it at this one.
Which one? Sorry.
The one in between Katya.
Oh, you and Katya.
I.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
you get a +2 to this attack. Go for it.
Got it.
23, 25 with that +2. That hits definitely. With that 9 slashing damage. Okay.
And we're gonna drop a smite because
Do
you
it.
know
Let's see it.
why not? First level,
Okay.
2d8, extra 5
Another
radiant
5
damage.
damage. It is looking extremely rough. You pierce it, or actually, no, this is a great sword. You carve into the front of this werewolf, and you just see this giant slash mark that is profusely bleeding at this point. They look fucked.
And I'm going to. He looks like enraged, so he's gonna bring it back, his sword back aggressively, and smash it into
Okay.
it once more.
Okay, let's see it. 20 definitely hits. All right.
And I'm actually not gonna drop a smite into it this
Okay.
time.
This time you come back and cleave one of their arms completely off. They are on the inch of death. So, that's your turn?
Yep.
Okay. It is the werewolf's turns. Ivanka is dead. So, with that, the one that you just carved at is going to do a disengage action and is going to get the fuck out.
They're gonna try.
They're gonna try. Go ahead, Katya. Fucking sentinel.
+2, 12.
Unfortunately, still unable to. Actually, wait, hold on. A 12? Wait, okay, hold on. Because it's once it goes out of your range, and that would have been there, so you wouldn't get the +2, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
So then, yeah, they still are able to go out that way.
Oh yeah, Sentinel stops.
Yep.
Doesn't.
Okay. This one is going to close the gap. And Yeah, these 3 are gonna attack you. All of them gaining +2. So,
Come at me. Just don't miss.
1 bite. Actually, let's see. How many attacks are coming? That's gonna be 4 people. Those 3 are gonna go for the dire wolf. Okay, so you were getting a total of 8 attacks. 9 attacks. Sorry. Oh, but sanctuary. Can you ping
Oh, yeah.
sanctuary
What is
for me,
that?
please?
Sure thing.
Also, it's none of them like angry that they suddenly got.
They gotta do a
Avalanche
wisdom
on-
save.
Well, yes, but they're also extremely pissed that 2 of their people just fucking died too.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, so you ward a creature until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. Okay.
That's fucking amazing.
Sanctuary.
Okay. Damn. So I need to make 4 wisdom saves.
No, Johnny.
Yeah, I
The
will
last
say,
line of the effect, though, as the
Yeah.
The warded
it
creature
would
makes an
end.
attack, casts a spell that affects an enemy creature, or deals damage to another creature. The spell ends. Okay,
They
so
can
then,
attack me.
unfortunately,
Again, just don't miss, you know?
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm coming for you.
Yeah, unfortunately.
miss.
well, yeah, we'll see if they miss. So here's a 4 bite attacks coming your way.
Oh god.
Actually, I'm gonna do it to GM. Sorry, I don't want you to see what's going on.
Hopefully.
You're dead.
Hopefully it'll actually go to GM this time. I'm gonna
First
Take
combat,
3
I'm out.
billion hit point damage.
Okay. All right, here we go. Did it go to GM?
I don't see
Oh,
anything.
looks
I
like
didn't see any numbers.
Oh,
I just say
That didn't
multi-attack,
work. Hold
humanoid,
on.
or hybrid form only.
I know what happened. Okay.
Yep. We don't see any numbers.
Why is it doing that? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
Oh, multi-attack. I'm clicking multi-attack. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, here we go.
Nope, I see
right.
that.
You would still see it. It does not hit though.
You still see it? All right, whatever. Don't read it.
Oh,
Close
okay.
my eyes.
13.
I will not. I already read it. I'm not gonna lie.
Whatever. Who cares?
I mean, we know, but like, I mean, they are.
It is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, oh no.
So that is
What did
a
these
15 to
mysterious
hit
creatures
actually
do?
because 15 is plus the whatever. Okay.
18
That is
armor
going
class.
to be a natural 1. That is a 20 to hit. I need to do a con save.
All right.
And that is a
con saving
20,
it up.
well 20, 22 and 23. So those 2 hit.
Okay.
One of them being Skennis that hits.
All right, and I am concentrating on
One more.
the spell
Okay.
Shield of Faith. Do I need to con save for that
Yes,
too?
2 times. You are going to be taking 9 piercing damage from the first attack, and 3 piercing damage, which that second one means that Shield of Faith is no longer active.
Got
So-
it.
That is, yeah, so 9 piercing damage, and then another 3 piercing damage. 10 piercing damage, 3 piercing damage. Because Skennis was one of them. And then another 4 attacks towards you, which is going to be the claw attacks. I'm just going to do them rapid fire. 17, no. 15, no. 9, no. 23, yes.
Yep.
Going in clockwise, that would be Skennis as well. So that is an 8 for slashing damage. As they carve into your back, you begin taking all of these attacks, and unfortunately, that is the damage you take. Now, these 3 attacks are going towards this dire wolf to try and reduce the amount of people here. 1, 2, 3. That is a 12 to hit for the dire wolf.
No.
And then no, okay. And then that is a 9 and a 22,
No.
which that
Yes.
3 piercing does hit, and then another 3 claw attacks. 19 hits for another 6, and that is it. Okay. Asiana's turn.
But that was what?
A 6 plus 3, so 9. 9 damage
points
total.
of damage. Okay.
Yep.
Looks
Asiana's
like
turn.
I can't do math.
Asiana is going to come to about here before Scannis says, "No! Leave! Follow them!" and points over towards the other werewolf. And that one is going to run away. That is their turn. Johans, you were up.
Am I aware that there's another werewolf coming in?
You heard a howl coming from that way.
Is that a yes? Or
I mean,
no?
you would assume that there's probably a werewolf coming, yes.
Sick. I'm going to do something stupid, but when am I not doing something stupid? And I'm going to go over there,
Okay.
and I'm going to hold my action
Okay.
to cast Fireball there.
Okay.
And
Sounds good.
The trigger is
That
the
person
other
comes into
wolf
range.
coming in.
Sure.
Yeah. You can remove it, but
Sure.
just
Yeah. I
keep
see
that-
what you're
keep that in
saying.
mind.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Leilyn, you are up. You see a massive amount of attacks happening towards Arxes,
Okay.
and he seems to be taking the brunt of it. Most of them scratching against his plate armor and reflecting off. What would you like to do?
Oh shit.
Okay, one's a little too far. But I'm going to cast Hold Person
Okay.
on Scannis.
Okay. So I have to do a wisdom save.
Yep. There you go.
Gonna be an additional. Nope. Okay. That's a fail.
fail?
So you see Scannis as he's about to bring down another claw attack towards Arxes. Oh, shit. That's right. I forgot he has 3 attacks. So one more claw attack towards Arxes.
Let's do it.
That doesn't hit. So we're good.
Okay.
But yeah, as he's about to bring down a third one, you
Leilyn
Stop
holds out her
him, and
hand and casts Hold Person. You
and he
can
just
see
looks
like
towards you.
her eyes are glowing, and the way I want to flavor this is that you can see all of the veins like protruding out of his body.
Yeah.
kind of,
Yeah.
like,
Just holding him like
frozen.
water or blood bending,
Like,
basically
blood
holding
bending,
him in
holding
place.
him in place.
I love it.
Fuck yeah.
And then Lane's
Okay.
gonna like yell at him, and she's gonna be like, "In the name of Aurora, we have questions."
Okay.
I'm sure
Do a
they're gonna
persuasion check.
recognize that. Okay. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Where is my persuasion? I can't read without my glasses. There you go.
Okay, an 18. You just see he's frozen in place at this point, but and seems to be trying to fight the spell itself. But the end of his turn, he's gonna try and save, which is an 11, and he doesn't.
Hey, 11.
You can hear him just saying,
Make a wish.
"Stop fighting!" And that is that. It's very hard to hear, though. Sorsha, you were up.
All right. So first and foremost, I'm going to do Spirit Totem, Hawk Spirit.
Okay.
So that's
Which
the
covers
one
everybody.
which covers everybody.
Yep.
Which means I get to pick someone to get an advantage on an attack roll.
Okay.
And also our wisdom checks are at advantage.
The perception, right?
Yes, perception.
Cool.
And then I am going to. This guy is the main guy, right? Orange?
That is the main guy, yeah, and he seems to be frozen currently.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go over here
Okay.
and I'm going to use the Blood Spear of Kavan.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna stab him.
All right. You get advantage.
I do? Oh, yeah.
You do.
Because he's held.
Good.
That was, yeah.
Ah!
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Like, seriously, the only thing that Sorsha is good at is comic relief and spells. Like, that's it.
The
So-
one melee attack. The one
you-
melee attack.
You come by just around Katya and try to thrust the blood spear into Skenis, you can hear the sound of Kavan's voice in your head. Yes, protect your friends. And you slip a little bit on the rocky floor of the cave, and it just goes wide, and everybody is there to see it. Unfortunately, you missed.
Everybody's just like, ooh.
So, is that the end of your turn?
Well, yeah, what else am I supposed to do? Do a backflip?
Crying is a free action, so.
I'm thinking about it.
At that, you begin to hear as this giant white-haired werewolf comes to about here, and then lets out this giant howl.
And I cast Fireball.
And you cast Fireball. So, who are you saving? Who are you not?
Could I fix where I put the Fireball, or have I committed to what I said before?
No, I mean, you said whenever it's in range, so you can change wherever your range is.
I believe in you.
Fuck, man. Sorsha just really fucked up my plans.
Sorsha just went, yeah!
Oh,
That's cool.
sorry.
That's
You
good.
better
It's okay.
communicate better.
I just
D&D.
have a certain level of people or number of people I can save, and now that
Where's
means
where are you gonna put it?
I'm using it as I'm just holding it without placing it, so it doesn't make like I'm just kind of measuring where I want to.
Gotcha.
Man, it's gonna have to be there.
30-foot radius, right?
20.
20-foot radius.
So that's not quite accurate. I can do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
No, don't move it.
Oh, sorry.
There specifically, because I don't want to hit this guy over here.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm protecting. I can protect up to 3 people. Sorry,
Sure.
up to 4 people.
One,
because it
2,
says
3.
It says what is it?
Yeah, 1 plus your
up to
spell level.
1 plus my spell level, which is
'Kay.
3. So it'll be. I'm protecting the little girl or the teenager or whatever, because I don't want to hit her.
Yep.
And then, whether I like it or not, I can't protect the old dude. So I'm just gonna protect the party, which is
Cool.
Sorsha, Katya, and Dad.
Cool. All right. Let's start some deck saves.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Okay, so we're gonna go
Not bad.
starting from top left and then going down, or top right, sorry. 27 damage, nice. Okay, so how many do I need to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to do 8. So rapid fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right.
Jesus.
A lot of 20s.
So that's a fail.
Fail, save, fail, save.
Sweet.
It's
Can I
only
have
3
one of those
them.
20s?
So fail, save,
Double 20.
save,
That would
fail.
be
That one goes out.
13 for those that saved, 27 for those that failed.
And that is, okay, so that is a fail, save, fail, already dead, fail. That is going to be 27. Okay, that is after that, 13 is a save, so that's 13.
13 fails.
No, 13 damage, right?
Oh,
That's what we
yes.
say. Yeah. Cool.
because it's rounded down, so 26 half.
That's a pass, so 13. And then another pass, which is another 13. Okay, cool. That is that. And, oh yeah, and you didn't protect the dude. Right, but he passed, and that is another 13 damage to him. Okay, cool.
Right.
That is
God,
that.
I have questions still.
All right. Good? Moving.
Well, that was my reaction.
Sure. I mean,
my
I
spell.
kind of just get rid of that anyways. Like, if you want to move the rest of your 10 feet, you can. I don't like doing the reaction thing. I like to
Oh.
just use your turn when you use it.
I have
Oh.
animals.
You use your reaction to do it, but like you can just take your turn instead. So
Oh.
if you want to move your 10 feet, go for it. Or 5 feet,
No,
sorry,
oh,
25.
I'll just use the rest of my reaction turn to look at Gemstone and go, see? New spells.
She's like up against the wall and this is pretty good.
I like that she's the one with like plus 12s to her stat, and
Yeah,
she's
right.
hiding in the corner. And
Also
I'm the-
having
the
ice damage
weakling
herself.
Wizard.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
the weakling wizard standing in the fucking middle, like
Yeah. Okay, so now that it is
fucking gremlin.
her turn, she is going to finish up her dash to here. Yeah,
Right, it is their turn.
that is that. That's their turn. Esmeralda is going to, as she looks at you and says, "That's pretty cool," and she's gonna like kind of cut into her shoulder with her other crossbow, which you see like this little tiny spike that's on the pommel of her crossbow that she uses to either prick herself or do some sort of slashing damage to herself. But she pricks it, and you see that one also turning to ice, and she comes around the corner and begins shooting her crossbow bolts, both of which are going to be, excuse me.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Okay, it's gonna be over
Sneeze
to
damage?
here. Yeah, sneeze damage for sure.
Sneeze attack.
yeah, there we
So
go.
Sneak attack.
Yeah.
+1 to COVID.
Do they need to make a Constitution saving throw? and
Absolutely,
or
yeah.
get COVID?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Get really sick for a bit.
30 to hit and a 26 to hit, both hitting,
Bro.
dealing that 13, 21, 37.
In 16.
That one just completely goes dead. Gone. Before it
I
even
would-
gets to do anything. And she just,
Dude,
she
I
comes
would go
back
back.
around. She comes back around and goes to the wall with her crossbows up and says, "See? Pretty good.
We need to talk about whatever that is that you just did right there, but okay.
We will." And that is that. That one is
Wait,
dead.
did the new super loud
Gone.
wolf also got insta-kill?
Gone. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yup. Thanks
Oh,
to
no.
your fireball or your ice ball and her shooting more
snowball.
ice. Snowball, sorry.
It
Thanks
has
to
a
your
name.
snowball and her ice damage from her hand crossbows.
Thanks to your snowball and her also being there.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm good.
Really
Don't.
cool. There
So,
will be carnage. Yes.
and she also takes that 8 slashing. Okay. Katya, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna attack this one down here.
Okay, go for it.
12.
12 to hit. You also get an additional +4 or +2 because of flanking, but yes, 12 still hits
Do I?
anyways.
Oh, right, the Darrow. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
cool. And then,
So that is 14. Nice.
and I'll do my second attack on the same
Okay,
Darrow.
sounds good. 28, dealing another 14 damage. Nice. It's looking hurt. You're slicing into it. It's attacking the direwolf, so you have an open target to its back, and you just carve into it twice, dealing some massive damage. That's your turn.
That's it.
Arxes, you're up.
All right. Arxes is going to hold his hand up to his near his face.
Mhm.
And he's gonna whisper into his wedding ring, and he's gonna say, "I don't know who you are or why you gave me these powers, but I need a little help here." And he's going to utter a prayer to whoever it is to gain an additional first level spell slot.
Okay. Sounds good. You
As
feel
a
your
bonus
body
action.
empowering, and you feel even more power within your strikes if you go forward with that. So yeah.
And then he's going to say,
I want that.
"That kind of hurt." And then he attacks. I believe this is one directly in front of me, right?
He's so cool.
They're going to attack that
Oh,
one.
also,
Oh,
Scanus
no.
is still frozen.
Cool beans.
Unfortunately,
Frozen?
a natural one. Well, he's
Yep.
stuck. He can't. Oh wait, no, that's. Hold person. If he gets hit, does he do an
I
additional
believe-
I don't think so.
wisdom save? Because I mean, if he takes damage, I don't know if that's a thing. Go ahead and ping it, and then we'll read. But a natural one does not hit anyways, Arxes. So you can go ahead with your next attack if you'd like.
All right. Next one coming in hot.
At the end of each of their turns on success.
No
oh my
damage.
god. Okay. Well, so 24 does hit, dealing that 7 slashing damage.
And we're gonna
Doesn't
drop
really
a first level
indicate.
smite.
Okay, let's see it. Ooh, unfortunately,
best.
the 3 extra damage. But that's your turn?
Yep.
Okay, the werewolves. This one is going to, I guess, no, it can't really move. I'm gonna do a perception check, just a general.
Just in general, not to see who the fucking caster is or anything, right? Not at all.
No.
No.
You hear the hard words coming from Skenis. Stop fighting! And you see that all of them stand back.
Don't want to fight.
And for their turns, they are going to disengage and begin running away. Katya, you like to do anything?
Did I hear him say it?
Do a perception check on your own since it's in the heat of battle. It was hard to hear, but they rolled a 18.
Man,
15, you're just next to him, you're able to hear that.
Yeah, I feel like with that, and also just that all of them are going at once, I'd probably wouldn't do anything.
Okay. So you all begin to see these werewolves running away. Johans.
If this
Still
was my
grouped up.
other character, I would yeet a fireball back there.
Yeah.
Because Johans is a compassionate, small soul.
Mm-hmm.
Small.
He is going to not cast fireball at the bunch of running, now non-dangers. So instead, he's gonna walk up, go about there, and just go to the group. I don't think we're fighting anymore, right?
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
That's your turn. Leilyn, you are up.
I'm gonna release Hold Person.
Are you doing anything else on your turn?
I would like just walk up to him.
Okay.
I'd like to walk directly in front of him and be like, I know who you are,
Okay.
and I know what you meant to my mother. And that's why I'm not killing you right now.
His arms come down. He stands there, just staring. Sorsha, would you like to do anything?
No, I really want to see how this all plays out.
Okay.
Sarsa's just like, huh?
And then
Esmeralda.
I got new stories. I got new stories to watch.
Esmeralda, that is still holding her 2 crossbows that are misting with ice energy, just comes to stand next to you. I'm ready whenever we need it. And Katya, to you. I know you said
Yeah.
that you were letting them go. You continuing to stay out of combat?
I'm
Okay.
staying back,
And the
ready,
final
but
person,
waiting.
Arxes.
You see his sword start to light up with radiant energy, like he's about to unleash just God's fury on this. But then he goes, he looks at Leilyn and he goes, not while you're so close. We'll stop here.
Okay. And with that, we're going to go to break. So,
Thank fuck, I need to pee.
yeah.
I need to pee so
I
bad.
just left.
Oh man.
I had to go and I just left. I was like,
Yeah.
You know what? I should have done that. Yeah.
So, if you want to join our giveaway, we're going to be giving away the Quiet Year, which, again, this one, now that I've actually read it and it hasn't been a crazy week, this is actually like a post-apocalyptic kind of game where you finish a war with a faction called the Jackals, and now you have 1 year to prepare before the Frost Shepherds come to fight. So you have the deck of cards, you're able to do certain events during that quiet year of good things, bad things, kind of okay things, and project delays and all of that certain things. But anyways, It's for Roll20. If you want to join, the code for this week is going to be, I need to double check. Sorry, I think it's like werewolf or something. It's something
Oh
dumb.
my gosh.
It is werewolf.
Pride and
This is on the
Theme or
nose
what?
as this cave.
So, yeah, I know, right?
But
So, if you want to join,
yeah.
go ahead and type !werewolf in the chat, and we will be right back in 15 minutes. So, see y'all soon. Bye.
15 minutes.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I just realized that it's super late that we went to break because of the combat. But anyways, we're going to pick the winner, which is Danny Hurt.
Hey.
We're going to be sending you the code so that you can get the Quiet Year on Roll20. But...
Nice.
Dang.
It's a good one.
So, all right.
It was a
With
really
that-
good pizza, I'm
it
just saying.
Jesus Christ.
With
Oh, yeah.
that, we continue this adventure. After that, you see Skenis, after the hold person has been lifted off of him, his hands come back down and he breathes heavily, just staring at each of you. You can see anger in him, yet he's showing restraint. The other werewolves are, at this point, changed into their human forms and limping towards the left-hand side that you had seen them come from. You stand there with Skenis, who is slowly changing back into his human form and kind of hunched over. See him kind of touching his wounds. Why didn't you just leave us? We did nothing. I gave you your daughter back.
She needs to talk to you.
Fine. What do you need to talk about? And why did you call me Uncle Lynn? With Aurora?
My wife,
Your wife.
her mother.
My mother. She's gonna cast Cure Wounds on him, by the way.
Okay. Go ahead and cast that Cure Wounds.
And she's gonna be like, my mother went missing. She says this with like a very pointed look at her dad. Like,
She's still alive.
Missing.
But missing?
I
Where
don't
did
know
you
for
go?
Sure. Let me finish, old man.
You hear him just like a low growl.
And she smiles at him. Not really a smile, more of like a show of teeth.
Sure.
She's like, my mother went missing a long time ago. I don't know if she's alive, but I know that Strahd has something to do with it. And I know you're my uncle, and I know why she left here.
Well, I would be your great uncle at that then.
Well, schematics. Anyways,
Fine. Well,
We got rid of what's his face for you. She like points over at the dead white wolf on the ground.
That was not Kirill.
Was that
was his mate. So,
Oh shit.
I hope you're ready for an even bigger fight, because he's not going to be happy when he gets back. And that's when you hang. They are getting closer. It seems that from the howl
shit. Okay,
and
I
fighting
see.
that had happened, they must have heard something and are beginning to make their way faster than they were before.
I'm gonna immediately just center him and I'm gonna be like, listen, I didn't even come here for a fight. I have found out there are children in there that aren't yours. You're looking to turn into werewolves. Do you have anything to do with that?
No. If I had my way, if I was still alpha, I would not be anywhere near Kresk or Velikai or stealing children or making them fight.
Listen, I think we can help each other. We will aid you against your alpha. You can take his place.
I do not want his place.
Or you could put... What's her name? Oh my god, I'm blanking. The
Zuleika?
Yeah. You can put her in your place instead. I know he's not alpha for a good reason. And I know he didn't get there out of honest means.
I can see that you are talking to her at some point.
Well, we were kind of locked up together. That tends to happen.
And what about them? As he points down to the other dead werewolves who have now changed back into their original human bodies. What about them?
As I said, we didn't want to fight.
And then he looks over to you, Arxes. You say we.
I wanted my daughter back.
And I gave her to you.
You did.
And yet, what do I have to show for this bargain? Your word.
Your little pet threatened.
She was
her
not
life.
a pet, she was a person.
I don't care.
She did shows violence.
Fine. The only reason why this is still happening and we are not still fighting is because I need to protect these people from you. And the only reason why I'm even speaking to any of you is because of you. And speaking to you, Leilyn. You do deserve answers. You are one of us. I can smell it.
Listen, this fight with your alpha isn't gonna be clean. It's gonna be bloody, and you're already injured from what happened here. If you promise to help us, I'll tend to your wounded right now.
I'll help.
She'll help.
Jonny?
Yes.
From the moment that the fight stopped and I joined and said what I said at the end of the fight, I'm going to start with, I'll beacon Esmeralda to come with me and provide some baseline first aid to the wounded werewolves. Prestidigitation to clean wounds, wrapping them up. If they let me, obviously. I don't want to impose, but just like...
Skenis doesn't quite let you get past him. He kind of like is standing in front of you to not let anybody past. In his own way, I mean, he's injured as shit, but he is like, he's like, no. At least at the beginning.
Prestidigitation his wounds, then just start with him as a gesture of goodwill. I'm just trying to help.
I understand.
Explicitly did not want this to end in combat. And if you notice, and I point to the little teenage girl, not all of you got hurt, only the ones who fought. So let me help and stop being obtuse.
Not being obtuse, there are dead people here. And I understand that you're trying to help, but I can't afford any more deaths, especially after this one decided to give me his word and went against it.
To be fair, we met him today. So he technically doesn't speak for us.
Understand
We
where
were
my
friends.
position is. I don't know who the fuck any of you are.
And we don't know who you are. We just see a bunch of werewolves turn into werewolves and attack somebody we're trying to help find their child. It is a misunderstanding. An unfortunate misunderstanding, but you've got wounded back there that need their wounds cleaned and dressed, and I can help.
Leilyn's gonna nip her finger. The little drop of blood, like, forms. She's gonna be like, on the blood of my mother, I'll aid you. I don't care what my father says. I don't even know these people. But I at least will aid you.
One of you, Leilyn or Johans, go ahead and do a persuasion check with advantage since both of you
what's
work
your-
together.
What's your
This one's
your
higher.
charisma?
Hold on. I'm checking. 13. It's not great.
You do it
Okay. Persuasion.
with advantage. Right.
Advantage. Bonk.
Yes.
Bonk.
Oh, it was 15 and 13.
So, with a
Oh,
15,
yeah, you're right. It does the. I forgot.
It's okay.
with a 15, you just see him takes his hand. Keep your blood. You, pointing to you, Leilyn, you, Johans, and you, to Sorsha. You are able to go and help. The rest of you, as far as I'm concerned, there is no need for you to be back there. Especially you. Looking to you, Arxes.
I walk past him without saying anything and start cleaning of wounds and
Esmeralda kind
patching.
of tries going forward, but he says, not you.
I just tell her to.
She's,
That is okay.
it's okay. She just puts up her hand. So, with that in mind, yes, go ahead, all of you, and do your own medicine checks and whatever other types of checks that you would like to do.
I'm not gonna do a medicine check. I'm just going to clean with precious.
Sure. Yeah.
So I don't have to.
How many wolves are there?
Currently, well, I mean, they're human now, but currently there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, including Skenis. And then, yeah, that's about it. And then there's there's the dire wolf that Sorsha has as well, along with the other 3
Oh, yeah.
animals. What would you like them to do?
I had a dream that the rat went up someone's pant leg.
Love
But we never
This is
got
a
there 'cause
giant rat, though, so it's a pretty sizable one.
Well,
I
they were
fig-
pretty big pants. So
Sure,
They were parachute pants.
they were the bell bottoms.
I actually kind of forgot that they were a thing.
That's okay.
So yeah, I don't think they're gonna do a whole lot other
They could
than I
just
think
stay-
the dire wolf. The dire wolf will probably just follow me around.
I
I'm gonna use cure
I think
wounds on the
Skenis
strongest
will-
fighters.
Skenis will be like, no, to the dire wolf going past.
Okay. Well, what about this? And I pull out the bird.
Sure.
Thank you.
So, with that, you all begin to clean the wounds. Leilyn, the ever-present feeling of
It's getting
whoever
closer.
getting closer and closer.
I'll go quick through everybody, just kind of like apologize and be like, I'm just here to clean your wounds. We're here
see
to
that
help.
A lot of... Go ahead and do a persuasion check just in general, just to see...
I'm
Oh,
offering.
wow,
for
Leilyn
them
with that
to
natural
list-
20 medicine check. Nice. And Sorsha with that medicine
That's
25.
the wrong thing. I'm
Nice.
sorry. Persuasion would be.
14.
I don't know if you'll allow me to have a 13, 11.
Oh,
persuasion.
gotcha. Oh,
Spicy.
yeah. Okay, so it would have
Because
been... Oh, it would have
This is a
been,
plus
what's it
one.
called? 12.
What's it
Because of
called?
plus 1.
12.
You rolled an 11.
Yeah. Sorry.
Man, what's that
Well,
number again?
Yeah.
It's right after
No,
11.
Don't judge him. I also thought it was less 1, but it's actually less 2. It's confusing. Numbers
Words are
bad,
hard.
especially in the dark. I mean,
Yeah.
the night.
Numbers are a thing. This is true.
After I've cured wounds, the strongest warriors, I'm gonna go out to.
How many times are you going to do that?
Katya. I only have 2. I'm using the last of my first level spell slots for
Okay.
the cure wounds.
Okay, so go ahead and click the cure wounds. It'll automatically roll. Go ahead and do 1 for Scannis, and then the other 2 that you're going to cast. So that's 10 for Scannis.
8.
And then 8.
10.
Wait, what is that 2 for? Oh, the
I don't know
bloodletting
what the 2
focus.
was for.
Bloodletting focus. I don't think that does anything. So
Yeah,
8.
yeah.
Okay,
It does it for if I'm doing it for myself, I think. But
sure.
I'm gonna go out to
This one,
Katya
there is
and
one that is
Arxes.
extremely wounded, and I'm sure that's one that you're going to be.
Yeah, that's gonna take the
do
other-
it.
So she also
Uh,
has healing.
I do. I'm really glad that I'm not the only one that can have that
Don't
now.
worry, I got you. I have like several of them.
Okay. I'm gonna do a couple cure wounds then. I'll do 1 at 2nd level and 1 at 1st.
Sure. As
Cool.
as you're here and healing the people, you see one that is currently in werewolf form just standing there, just watching each of you at the edge of this little area, this small little like little plateau about 5 feet up that goes into this even deeper part of the cave, and he just stands there watching you. You didn't notice him when he was there, but he seems to have entered after.
Okay. Well, okay. All right. I'm gonna I'll do 1 cure wounds at
Okay.
1st level, wherever
Cool.
that needs to go to.
I'll
And
do
another-
one of them.
Cure
Cool.
levels at 2. And
I like that nobody healed the
Okay.
actual party member paladin that took a buttload of damage earlier.
he's fine.
He can
I got
heal
lay on hands.
himself.
It's fine. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Lay on
he's a
hands is
paladin.
for.
I'm not worried
I'm
about
angry
him.
at him right now.
I do have
and
cure wounds. It's not
Valid.
prepared though.
and then I'm going to use speak with animals,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and talk to the wolf.
Each of them are. Oh no, there's a werewolf form.
Okay, I can't talk to him while he's in
I mean,
werewolf form.
He can speak
just
in
talk to them.
werewolf.
I
He could just
don't
talk to
think
him.
you
Yeah.
You can just speak English.
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna say I don't speak werewolf, so
Yeah.
in that case I'll just
We'll
go.
just
Oh, hello.
balance. He just looks at each of you and doesn't say anything specifically, and just jumps down from the plateau,
I know what that is.
and then he just leaves and begins going towards Skennis. After spotting him, he looks over towards the cave and just looks towards you and begins walking that way without saying anything.
As soon as
Come
I'm
here.
done,
Come back.
as soon as I'm done telling everybody that I'm here to clean their wounds, letting them decide whether they want it to happen or not, I'm going to leave the teenager for last,
Sure.
and I'm gonna approach them.
Okay.
Or not like up close, but just kind of like let them
Sure.
know my presence, and I'm going to.
Going around, each of them are not cowering away from you, but more like careful around you. Like you putting the initial approach, putting your hands up, they kind of
I don't have to do it from up close. I'll do it from my
Sure,
full
sure.
range.
The 10
So
feet.
it's to just like, hey.
So then maybe
I've
not
got
you,
heals.
but Leilyn and Sorsha putting hands on.
I have to touch him.
Yeah. As you guys get closer, it seems that they're careful, but as they see you, Johann's cleaning wounds, and Leilyn and Sorsha curing wounds, you could see like a little bit of trust being restored, but not much.
Of course,
You
I did
still
just blast him with fireball a couple
Right.
of times.
So
that
there-
would also be.
It's a careful little balance of, all right, you guys are helping now, but one fucking sign of anything, we're jumping back at you. So, but after going through each of them, watching this werewolf leaving, And Johannes, you begin approaching the younger one, the teenager. She's still
I don't know what
gripping,
they're doing.
or she's
So I'll just be like,
she's just scared at this point. Yeah.
hi, hello. I know you're scared. I'm doing this from like 15
Sure.
feet away, right? I'm just, but I can clean your wounds if you have any. What are your clothes?
I don't have any.
Okay. How are you? Are you wounded?
No.
Okay. Do you like birds? I have an owl. You want to see her?
Not really.
That's okay. You don't have to.
Are they dead?
The owl?
No.
Oh. Some of them are.
Why?
John just takes a second to think and just goes,
By that second, she just turns around and faces the person that she's next to, seeming to disengage from the conversation.
he's still gonna say it.
Sure.
He's just gonna say, sometimes older people are complicated and they don't always make the right decisions. And it's always us who live who have to pay the price for that. I'm sorry. And I'll stand. Well, I don't stand because I'm 3 feet tall. I'll
Sure.
just turn around and walk away, I guess.
She kind of shrugs at the end of that, and you make your way away. The other group of three see this other werewolf coming. A little smaller than Skennis, but still very big, bigger than the others. He comes up to him and looks at the other three. Looks at Skennis. What is the meaning of this? Looks at the dead people on the ground. And what? We are just going to act like this didn't happen? What happened? And Skennis just... It is a long story. You would be wise to keep your mouth shut. And he just... Whatever. He turns around and he leaves. And around that time is when you all, I imagine, are returning back to the other three.
Could I run into where I was held captive and let the lady and her mate out of the cage?
Sure. Are you trying to do this stealthily?
Not necessarily. Like, I'm pretty sure
Okay.
these people aren't gonna try and kill
Sure.
me after what
Okay,
happened.
so as you begin to go towards this little plateau, you see that this other werewolf has just started returning. And as you begin to climb up onto this plateau or walk up the stairs, either one, you see him say, "What are you doing? Where do you think you're going?"
I'm going to let the woman out of the cage.
Why?
Because without her information, I wouldn't have survived this. I wouldn't know who you are.
Who are you?
Is the name Aurora ring a bell?
How do you know that name?
She was my mother. Uncle.
Do a persuasion check.
Okay.
Damn.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. I had the feeling who this was. Persuasion. Fuck. So.
He just looks at you and says, "You are the daughter of Aurora."
Get a big ol' whiff.
I'd rather not. He just kind of walks past you up the stairs. You're not coming past here. Unless Scanner says so. So you might as well
Sir?
go ask. What?
Are you wounded?
No, I am not wounded.
Do you need
But
anything
the people
clean?
that are on the ground over there are.
Not anymore. We cleaned their wounds and we gave them some.
I'm not
healing.
talking about them. I'm talking about the dead that are there.
Oh, well,
What was
thanks
this
for
even
the-
for?
They attacked us.
Whatever.
Also, sir.
Aurora's daughter. Turns around.
Oh, okay, he's not.
Can I yell over
Uh,
the plateau? Be like,
He's like right there.
Scannis!
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he starts making his way deeper into that little cave, and you call out to Scannis.
This is really complicated family history right here.
I know you don't want to be alpha, but there is a woman here who tried to take the role. Yes, and from what I know, or what I've seen, she seems like a much better option than whatever you got going on over there.
Do a persuasion check.
Persuasion's so bad.
Ooh,
Hey!
19.
I'm getting persuasion so good.
Nice.
You may go and talk to her. Nothing more. She stays in that cage because we are not going to unleash the wrath of Kirill on us. Is that understood?
Oh, Kirill's already gonna kill us when he gets here.
You, maybe. Well, I will do my best to shield you. Father, on the other hand. Sure, you may speak with her, but I will be there with you.
Okay. She's gonna go back to the cages and she's
Okay.
gonna be like,
All right.
I may have made a little overstep in my original plan. And I
One
may
sec.
have...
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. I'm gonna open up that little area of the map so that you are able to see what is happening.
Oh my
Meanwhile,
God.
if possible, once I'm done helping everybody, I'm gonna take a seat somewhere and try to get a rest.
Okay.
I don't know how
Sounds
long
good.
it'll be before the alpha arrives, but I want to get some spell slots back. Thank you very much.
Okay. Sure.
I'm gonna need them.
All right.
Oh, Jesus, look at all them people.
Okay.
Leilyn has a plan.
Nice.
So you are brought back as Scannis turns around and says, "You three will stay here." And you are then escorted to the prison area where here you see these stairs leading down to this little torchlit cave and a few cages of children that stand behind their wooden bars and stare at you in terrified silence. You see the 6 cages, one of which you came from. Their lids shut with heavy rocks, and you see the statue standing depicting a wolf-headed woman draped in garlands of vine and night flowers, which you easily recognize as the Night Mother. You see piled around the statue's bases bits and pieces of coins and other types of treasure, and you see the woman that you would talk to before when you were first here, Zuleika.
Mhm.
And you find the other man, Emil, still there, still caged. And as you finally come to Zuleika, Scannis comes just next to you and says, "I don't know what you were telling her, if it was the story that you came up with, but you better figure this out, because we have 3 dead because of this little... whatever you want to call it. Figure it out. Because Kirill is going to be here soon. And I don't want to see what happens. So he kind of steps away, and you are free to talk to Zuleika, who stands up, weak. What happened?
My father came. Wasn't really the plan. And, you may have antagonized a couple werewolves, but we weren't going to fight. Someone started transforming and lunged, and the fight ensued. The people that my father was with were protecting themselves. As she's talking about this, she kind of like moves away a little bit. She gets like a coin stuffed really deep in her pocket,
mm-hmm.
and she puts it on the Night Mother statue. It's just like a small offering that she can.
Yeah.
And she's talking, and she's like, "Listen, due to my heritage, I think I can be sheltered here, but I don't know what's gonna happen to my father or the people he's with. If you know any way for them to get out, I need to know now, because when Kirill gets here, he's gonna...
Well,
I don't know what.
the only way that you can do anything at this point is, I'm afraid, already done. With some of the members being killed, I don't know that even finding any evidence of him cheating would help this. But you can try. I know that his den, if you go right at the start of the cave, you'll enter his den, but I don't know if Bianca was one of them, but she might be guarding whatever they have in there. You can search around, look for any source of, any sort of evidence of him cheating. But even if you have that, I don't know if you have the favor of the den anymore. Before the fighting, maybe, but now... But you can try.
What if I find your evidence and... What if I swear myself to the Night Mother here? I'll take that final step. I know that's not what my mother wanted for me, but if that's what it takes to get these people out alive.
I don't know. If you're still alive and Kirill isn't here, I would say just run. Just get out. Sure, things might not be good, but maybe you can find some sort of evidence. Give it to me, or Scanis here can help me. And he says, if you are able to find any sort of evidence that he cheated, maybe. And that's a big maybe. I can talk some sense into him, and you all get out of here like you should have before. Maybe something can happen. That
Please
is the
take me to
best
the
that we
den.
can do.
We need to go. He's on his way. I can feel him.
You just feel that pulse of... It is coming closer and closer. At this point, about a mile away.
Okay. I'm gonna grab Scanis. I know he probably doesn't want me to touch him, but I'm gonna grab him by the arm and gonna be like, take me to the den right now. And I'm starting to like pull him away, and
Okay.
I'll be like, I'll turn to the woman in the cage and I'll be like, I'm gonna get you out.
Do it. Just go. And so, you make your way towards the front of the werewolf's den.
I'm gonna start calling for a couple of you guys, whoever's around. I'm gonna be like, I need help searching.
I imagine everybody has pretty much regrouped at this point. I know Johannes, you were over there.
I was trying to rest by the entrance.
Okay.
I'm still keeping an eye open for Luna because she's technically on vulture duty.
Okay.
I would have been spending this whole time just like at the entrance looking out for this werewolf, but
Sure.
I'll say to Johan's, send me a message if you see anything, and then I'll go help.
Okay.
Leilyn.
So, you make your way towards the right-hand side of this werewolf den, to where you find this rock ceiling that allows a sort of gray light that kind of brings a really cold environment to this little cave. You see water about 40 feet across and 10 feet deep, and a 5-foot-high ledge at the northern end that overlooks this pool. You see another ledge on the other side of the pool of water that you would have to traverse the water in order to do that, but you find a few crates at the top of this more eastern ledge. And you all begin searching. I would like whoever's going to be leading this investigation to do a investigation check.
Man, that would have been a really good thing to have this investigation +7 guy there, huh?
What? Skinnis is also
definitely.
near you.
Because you have
Not
to nap
Sorsha.
like a loser.
Yeah.
I have a +4.
Okay.
Who else?
Say it like a
I have a
loser, but
3,
that
and I
loser
probably
just
wouldn't be leading this, to be real.
nuked the fuck out of your enemies.
Okay.
True.
What do you have, Sorsha? Is
I think
Sorsha
you
with
have a
us?
higher one.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
What's your investigation?
She's not investigating at all because
Oh, okay.
She's just involved.
she's just happy to be here.
I'll
Okay.
help,
Oh,
but you
God, I
should
love
lead it.
Sorsha.
Okay. So then go ahead and do a
Okay.
Leilyn,
So
or
fucking-
sorry, Leilyn, go ahead and do an investigation
Advantage.
check.
Right?
Advantage. Yeah.
Please God. Please God.
19.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
See?
You begin
Night Mother
searching
is
through the
with us.
crates, rushing as fast as you can. Katya, you seeing this animosity, this like hurried, very what's the word?
Frantic?
Frantic,
Yeah.
looking for something. You start looking yourself, and finally, Leilyn, you come to this crate that seems to have a few things inside of it, outside of the usual supplies and random bits of leather and other sort of items. Inside of this one, you find a small lockbox, about maybe 2 feet high and not 2 feet. No, that's about a foot high, foot wide lockbox. You pull it out.
Okay.
You see that it is currently locked.
I have nothing to open this. Have you found the key?
I haven't done
The key.
It'll
You know how to
probably
open it?
be on Bianca. Come.
And she's like, oh God, that's the dead one.
You follow Scannis back to the main entrance of this cave, and sure enough, on Bianca's body, the key around her neck. Here. This better have something. For your sake and mine. You unlock this lockbox to find inside a potion of some sort. And 30 gold pieces. A werewolf Blinsky doll. Yeah, and a contract between Kirill and Strahd von Zarovich, stating that Kirill
No
will
fucking
have
way.
Strahd's favor
Oh.
and will be given 2 potions of Stone Giant Strength in exchange for
God.
the Pack's loyalty. And at the very base of this contract, you see the bloody paw print of Kirill, or what you would assume to be Kirill,
What a bitch.
as his signature.
If there's
And
another potion in there, right? Just to
There
make
is.
sure.
There's one more.
Got you. Got you, man. Okay.
What does it say?
It's a contract between Strahd and Kirill. He gave him potions of strength. It's signed right here, and she shows him the contract. think that's evidence.
Fuck.
I don't know how none of you noticed this.
In the middle of that sentence, you feel the pulse again. Feel that they are
Her nose starts bleeding.
they are a few hundred feet away. At
I
this
would
point.
have seen it way before that, wouldn't I?
Sure, you would have. Yeah, you would have seen.
Yes.
Go ahead and do
Luna's
your
on
own perception
bullshit.
check.
Oh, come on.
And remember that this is a forest, so even with a 14, I would say that from your position and
Well, I'm looking at Luna. You said this was like a cave.
right, but this is a forest just outside of it. So you have the canopies of the trees. Even looking over, 14 unfortunately is not enough.
Ooh.
It is a dense forest here. I don't know, if you're 15 or
This
above.
werewolf fan fiction's going awry.
However, towards the
All
same
of them are
time,
related to me.
towards the same time of Leilyn finding this out, about, I mean, a rough estimate is maybe 400 feet away, maybe less.
I immediately informed Katya.
However, as you informed Katya, who is, well, actually, all of them are near you because Skennis had to come
Oh.
back.
Incoming.
We're gonna end tonight's session there. We'll pick up next week with
I feel like
Disagree.
Katya and
and-
Leilyn would both like separately just like look toward the entrance at the same time.
Yeah, dude, the second her nose
Yep.
starts bleeding, she's
Yeah.
like, he's here.
They're coming.
Oh. I will say is one last thing. Arxes is standing in the middle of the mouth of the cave,
Okay.
and he has his head down and he's contemplating, and he slowly lifts his head
Oh,
up
God.
as he hears what's happening.
Okay.
So everybody reacts to his arrival simultaneously except Sorsha, who's just happy to be there.
Sorsha's
Sorsha's
like,
just looking around.
what?
I love it. All right. Well, with that,
Amazing.
thank you all for joining us for tonight. Hopefully you all enjoyed.
Thank you.
If you did, hit us with a follow. We'd love to see you around. If you really liked us, go ahead and sub. Don't have to. Share us with your friends. That's the most important part.
Oh, yeah.
Share.
If you're watching the recording of the episode, thank you. Make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube. That's free. And telling your friends is also free. Listen, if you're listening to the podcast, please give us a review, which is also free and helps us out a lot. Check out our social media at TalkingXP, and thank you all so much for joining us. Make sure to level up, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.